Hey, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative Live. How are all of you this fine evening, day, whatever time it is where you're at? Actually, turn my light down just a bit. I never know what this is going to look like until I'm actually live, and then half the time I'm like, yeah, this could use a little adjustment. I hope you're all doing well. I feel like out of breath or winded today. I don't know why. It's not the smoke. It's just my weird whatever. I was just sitting there earlier today and I'm just like breathing all hard. I'm like, what is wrong with me? What's going on? Maybe that's the indication that I need to take slower, deeper breaths or something. Being very mindful of my breath. A couple deep breaths with me now while we wait for everybody to check on in. Hope you're all doing well, having a beautiful woo-woo Wednesday wherever you are around the world. Let's just see who all's here. It says to me there's only 3 people here with 8 likes on the video. Thank you so much for your likes. Every little like helps. Let's see. Earlier we had Jasui here and Heather. That looks like about all I see here on my list. And we have a list already going tonight. We've got Rimmel, Michelle, Lynn. I'm not sure if it's Mari or Marie. Jay, and then 2 people who are across the world from me who will be sleeping, which will be Earthy Deva and Vicky Downey. We will probably save theirs for last, just so that everybody who's actually here, we can just do your reading and get it going quick, and then we'll just clean it all up with the ones that need the timestamps at the end. So I think what I'll do, just because it's kind of taking a little minute to get everybody going here, I think I'm just going to start with a maybe 2 to 3 card collective reading for everybody who's either watching this currently or on the replay. We're just going to bundle up all of our collective energies together just to see what we get. So even if you're stumbling upon this video, say, I don't know, 2025, if you are hearing my words right now, this message is for you. But if you are live with me right now, they're absolutely for you as well. So let's go ahead and start here with the Oracle of the 7 Energies deck. And just get a card. Woo, that one flew right out. Yes, Seeing Beyond with the number 36. Closing out an old cycle, we've got that number 9, which is a completion energy. And there's been a lot of that going on in the collective, just wanting to be done with one thing so we can start something new. I know I've been really feeling it in my life, but just the timing is not quite there, but it's almost there. I mean, next week for me, my kids go back to school, so things are already looking, more expansive, at least for the time that I have during the day to be available to do more than just be a parent. Oh, Lunar is here. Probably can't stay long, but so glad to make it twice in a row. Isn't that amazing? That's so much fun. Yay, I'm so happy that you're here. And Rimmel, we're going to be starting out with you this evening because you were the first donation I got that's actually present right now. So you can have your question ready. We're just going to do maybe one more card of this collective, and we're going to dive right into these readings. But if you are just joining us now, you can go ahead and say hi, just check on in. And we'll be getting right into it tonight on this Woo-Woo Wednesday. But look, we are seeing beyond the current illusions of this world, seeing beyond the 5 senses that we're told we have, because there's so much more than what we can see, feel, taste, touch, and hear, and any other sense I forgot. There's so much more, and a lot of times we are so wrapped up in the mundane, day-to-day life that we forget that. And if you're just joining us, we're on the collective reading right this moment. So relationships have been a pretty big theme for all of us, because I'm not just talking like romantic relationship. This is relationships with everybody in your life. And remember, like I always say here, you are one half of every relationship you are in, be it with your mailman, your significant other, your parent, your child, your friend circle, your coworkers. You're one half of every single relationship. So let's just get a relationship card between you and whoever it is that's really hitting your intuition as I pull this card and read it. Okay, so we have here benefit of the doubt. And I like pairing that up with seeing beyond. It's like we're seeing beyond what we maybe even think of people, or kind of our judgments of other people. and maybe them for us as well. But we're just going to read here. Benefit of the doubt. I believe in the basic goodness of other people, and I give them the chance to show it. If they prove me wrong, that's on them. At least I can go to sleep knowing that I practice trust and forgiveness rather than fear and doubt. And later on, if I need to, I can always change my mind and retroactively judge them like it's my career. These are so cute. But I like this coming up with seeing beyond, with all of the energy we have going on in the collective of just all these divisive, I don't know, agendas, divisive, however you say that word, agendas, and just, I'm on this side, so you must be on this side, and we can't all agree, and can't even agree to disagree half the time anymore. It's like, if you don't agree with me, then, you know, I don't want you in my life. I mean, people are going to these kind of extremes, and this is us giving others the benefit of the doubt, even if we don't agree with the things they believe in or, you know, what they are about. As long as they're good people on, you know, kind of a core level, they want what's best for themselves and their family. It's like we can kind of see beyond that husk of division that is just so prevalent in our lives. And a lot of this has been kind of fueled or stirred up. That pot has been stirred. Let's get something real cool. A pot has been stirred by the media and even social media, and the algorithms are really promoting certain things and squashing other things. So there's a lot of this going on right now. Let's get one more card. Where are we going, Spirit? All right, we're going over here. Spellcasting Oracle. One more card for our collective read before we get into Rimmel's question. So the order tonight so far, will be Rimmel, Michelle, Lynn, Mari or Mary, I'm not sure how, or Marie. Not sure how to pronounce that one because there's a few ways you could. Jay, and then we will, for two people who are not here, timestamp their readings, Earthy Deva and Vicky Downey. All right, one more card for our collective reading. Oh, it dropped right into my lap. Lighten your load. Wow, I love that pairing up with everything else we have here. Seeing beyond and benefit of the doubt. This is not energy that is like completely determined. This is open-minded. This is open-ended energy. And I think that's what we really need with that completion we have going on is, you know, to be able to release what's no longer serving us, but also keeping an open mind for the future. Because that is, especially if somebody in a relationship of any kind did you wrong, at least, I know in my past, I have been like, well, I remember when an ex-boyfriend did this, so maybe my current boyfriend will do that. You know, we all get into these habits or these kind of thought processes that kind of sometimes keep us in one track mind, so to speak. But this is basically us trying to release ourselves from the chains of those old belief systems, ways of thinking, ways of operating. And another big thing that I try to catch myself doing, rather than just reacting to whatever's going on, I take a minute, I take a beat before I respond. And I'm like, well, how do I really feel about this? Is what I'm about to say how I actually feel, or is this just an automatic response, kind of on autopilot? And because I have noticed, even just like with my kids asking, hey, can we do this? Hey, can we do that? And I was like, oh yeah, just a second. And then it's like, let me just get present for a second, stop what I'm doing and really register with what's going on and let it compute. Give it a minute, figure it out. So that's our collective message tonight. All right. And I'm going to try tonight not to stay on hours and hours and hours because I don't know if you can tell just by my energy, I'm a little bit lower energy than normal. I'm just really tired tonight, but I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. I wanted to show up. And if I have to cap it at maybe 10 or 15 readings tonight, I'll probably have to do that just to be taking care of myself. Tomorrow I do have to record one more reading, and I have a mentorship session, and then I have to clean and clean and clean because my mom will be here on Friday, and I want to clear up all the school clothes clutter and all of the other clutter that I've got just going on in my home from shifting everything out of kids' closets and stuff that they have outgrown is just it's like a bomb went off of outgrown clothes and now clothes that need to go in the closet, and it's like a thing, and I'm just like, I need to get all these clothes figured out and situated, and I'm just all over the place with my energy. I did get some stuff filmed and edited today, so that was good. It felt like a really productive day. I just had to turn everything off and just focus, because I have been so scatterbrained and just so all over the place just with my own energy. It's kind of like that, I don't know what it is. I saw this thing on Facebook a while back, and it was like, they say moms never get anything done because it's like, you put dishes in the sink, and then you go over to this room and you fold laundry for a few minutes, and then you scatter off to this room and do this thing, and it's like nothing really gets done because you're not like centrally focused on one task. It's like you're doing this while you're in this room, and then you go put this thing away, and then you're puttering around. Like, that's been me lately, and it's like nothing even looks like it's getting done, but I'm just expending so much energy. Oh, Burma's here. I saw later than what you had called, I had actually a doctor's appointment this morning. Just a 6-month follow-up with the dermatologist after that whole breast biopsy thing I had going on, and yeah, I got a good clean bill of health. Good news. They're still stumped as to what it even was to begin with, but the fact that it has faded almost to nothing has them even more baffled. And I just literally told her, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. I just had some positive thinking, and like, she's like, is there something you put on it? Is there something you did? And I'm just like, just positive thinking. All right, so we are going to get right in. Happy birthday, Rimmel. I see everybody wishing Rimmel a happy birthday. Amazing. Okay, so let's see. We just got another donation coming in from Pika Lee. 3 questions for Pika Lee, who I will add right after Jay. Pika Lee X3. Maybe that rhymed. There we are. Okay. Thank you so much, Burma. Yeah, man, hopefully next week. I know next week I'm really hitting the ground running. I've been uploading like a crazy person to just an unlisted account where I'm hosting my ad-free content for Patreon. But I'm only able to upload 15 videos a day, and I have got quite the backlog that I'm trying to upload before this thing goes live. And I've just been trying to do that and make sure all the timestamps are in order. And again, trying to do that, and then trying to film a video, and then the kids are doing what they're doing, and just trying to keep up with everything. I've just been all over the place, but slowly and surely I'm getting there with all of the Patreon stuff, and I'm really excited. I actually teased the 2nd tier name today, the Magic Moldavite tier, and I'm really excited to even unveil also the very last tier. We've got one more tier to come, and then I will start kind of divulging what each tier gets, what you get in each tier. So that'll be coming, and of course on September 6th, the day that it launches, it's a new moon. It's also Labor Day, which I did not realize when I scheduled this thing, but it works, right? But yes, I will be having a live stream, like a launch party that day, so that'll be fun. Yeah, lots going on, just so much that I'm just trying to, again, kind of clean up these loose ends before I really dive into next week when the kids are back in school and I get much more work time and also self-care time, because I am definitely scheduling that in, because I won't say I completely dropped the ball on that this summer, but I really let some things slide just with my own meditation practice and just not feeling like I had to cram so much into a day. Again, not human doings. We're human beings, Amanda. You keep telling everybody this, but you forget it. I think we all need that reminder once in a while. But yes, I'm here. We're ready. We're going to have some fun tonight. So Rimmel, go ahead and post your question, my dear, and we will get right into that. And on deck, we've got Michelle, Lynn, and then Marie. Not sure which name is correct there with those pronunciations. And then Jay, and then Pika Lee ×3, and then the 2 ladies. We got a timestamp. And thank you so much for the list, Lunar. I appreciate that. And feel free at any moment that you want to go or have to go. No worries. There's only 10 people here. I can absolutely keep track of the list. Not a big deal. Okay, so I am not sure if this question can be answered or not. Anything about this new soulmate and our past life connection? If not, what does turning 22 have in store for me? Okay, so let's tap into this past life with this soulmate that you're thinking of. I'm pretty sure we can tap into that. I don't know why we couldn't. So let's just start there. See what spirit will reveal. Ooh, the wisdom of the shamans, and it resonates. Ooh, I've not heard of that one. I will have to look into that. Yeah, I'm always up for a good read. But for Rimmel, any question or anything about this new soulmate and past life connection? Rimmel and the soulmate. Wow. So there is the healing family issues card right here. So you may have been family members in a past life. And don't let that weird you out, because here's a weird thing. Weird, yes. When I went into hypnosis with my session with Alba Weinman, I discovered that my husband in this life was actually my father in that life I had on Sirius. And at first it was kind of weird, like, oh my gosh, that's so weird. But really, in the grand scheme of things, it's just how we are. We like to play different roles and sign up to experience different things. Sometimes we're enemies with each other. Sometimes we're lovers. Sometimes we're friends. Sometimes we're family members. Sometimes we're strangers just passing in a store and we get but a brief glimpse of each other's energy in a life. It all is relative, but I think in this past life, you were actually this person's child. That's really what I'm seeing with this. But yes, we also have another past life connection where you were, lovers. So again, you could play many different roles and decide, well, that was a fun role that one time, let's do that again. But instead this time we'll switch it up and do, these things and experience these things. I'll help as long as I can, Rose, spending time with Daddy, so I should have a half hour. So, oh, that's amazing. Awesome. Okay, so let's just feel into, because I think the more fun relationship that we're wanting to dive into for that Rimmel would be probably the love relationship rather than the familial relationship. So let's tap into that relationship with the love. As the love, there we are. Okay, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we're always united, and for love transcends space and time, nothing is missing, and also transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. So they're really showing, and they're playing this like real in my mind's eye, almost like a movie. And to me, it's like you guys were separated, you were apart. It's like when was this? They're not giving me like a year, but they're showing me him going out on a ship. And I don't know if he's a male in this life, but in that life he was a male and you were a female. Roles may be reversed in this life, I'm not sure, but they're showing me that this soulmate was a male in that life and he had to go away on a ship. It feels to me like it could have been to America, from England to America. That's kind of what they're showing me. But he was gone a very long time. There were rumors that the ship had gone down. You were just really desperate to find out anything you could about the whereabouts of your beloved, and yet it was almost 2 years later and he finally came back. You got him back. Let's just see, what was like the main lesson of that life? Rimmel in that life. Whoa, with the soulmate. Okay. Wow, these two fell out as well. Yeah, the Emperor. So he had to go kind of find a new way for the two of you. And when he did return, he came back for you, and you guys both then, they're showing me about 6 months later, decided to embark on another ship and go to the new world, so to speak, and make a new life there, new inspiration, new passion. And he brought you, yeah, and King of Cups. So I don't know if he's a water sign in this life. That would be your Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Or else he could even be an Aries. I'm really getting Aries vibes from this. Maybe even fire signs, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Different placements. Could be sun, moon, rising, other prominent placements in your water or fire houses. But yeah, things may even move kind of relatively quickly in this life with this connection where you feel like you've known this person before, and it's because you have. Yes, yes, yes. And yeah, you really are looking in this life to be together and not have to have that separation or the, oh my gosh, the what ifs, what if this happened, what if that happened. To me, this feels like you will have a much more stable footing with this person for as long as you're together is really what I see. So I hope that resonated, Rimmel. What a cool question. All right. So up next, we've got Michelle Lynn, and then Mary. right. Hello, Aisha. Welcome. All right, I'm gonna take a drink of my water. Like I said, kind of at the top of the live stream, I'm just like out of breath today. Like just sitting here, I get out of breath. I don't know what it is. Just me talking myself out of breath. Okay. So Michelle Lynn says, I feel like I can sense meeting my soulmate soon. Recently, I've been getting myself looking prettier just for me. Doing my eye makeup and my eyes haven't had a bad reaction, so yay, that's amazing. I even got a haircut yesterday after 2 years. I'm excited to go out on a date again. Is this the start of my journey to a soulmate? I feel it really is, but I'm just hearing also your higher self coming online and just like, this is your journey to self-love. And as a result of you really leaning into and tapping into this beautiful self-love and mastery over loving yourself unconditionally, that's what's really bringing this person in, because this person is also on a self-love journey. And it's like you guys are going to meet right at the right time. So I feel like things are really in motion. That is for sure. But since we're talking about self-love and all of that, let's go to the Believe in Your Own Magic deck. Whoa, things are really crazy. With the energy tonight, I'll tell you what, that's just too many. Okay, Spirit, let's dial it down a notch. Here we go. Shaolin, soulmate, anything she needs to know about her self-love and this soulmate coming in. All right, Mural, be your own first priority. This is absolutely what I was tapping into. Just treating yourself to a date, taking yourself out on a date, putting yourself up just for you and feeling really good about yourself. This is what's going to create this beautiful spark that will then ignite the fire of this passion, of this soulmate coming in. So yes, and maybe even doing creative things. Because with this mural card, to me, she's in her own little world with her little kitty cat here hanging out and creating something beautiful. So even if you're not trying to monetize this creation, just doing something creative, maybe you're learning makeup tutorials, ways to be really creative with your makeup or something like that would be really fun, or new ways to do your hair. I mean, you can use creativity in all sorts of ways, maybe even styling, dressing up your wardrobe, maybe pairing different outfits, because to me it's looking like she's got some pretty blue tights there to kind of match her hair, and just trying new things with your wardrobe. What else? Here we are. Okay, yes, forgive. And there she is all alone again. She looks a little sad, a little wistful, ready for that beautiful soulmate to come in. But this is all about forgiveness, and especially in this card, self-forgiveness is really what I see. So forgiving yourself for not loving yourself unconditionally before, or just whatever it is that you feel you need to forgive yourself for, and even cutting cords with just old belief systems, ways that you beat yourself up in the past, those ego-driven thoughts in your head, and forgiving yourself for all of that. We have here also the number 25, which adds up to 7, which is all about that spiritual path that you're on, and also 10, which is a new beginning. So you may even be on a new spiritual path, really deepening that spiritual practice or meditation practice, or just whatever it is that makes you feel more connected to your own higher self. That's really what you're doing right now. But let's just get one love card for this future relationship, this future soulmate, anything Michelle Lynn needs to know about attracting this soulmate. All right, yeah, make the effort. And to me, this is making the effort with yourself, because of course this person energetically, absolutely, they are in your awareness and connected to you. So you can connect to them at any point energetically. They are yours for the taking energetically. Connect to them, talk to them, do all the things energetically, but really make the effort, at least until you know this person, is for yourself, toward yourself. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So also listening to your intuition is really going to be key here. I think we had really tapped into that before, about you listening to your intuition. If you're like, well, I kind of want to run to the store, or maybe I should go to the gym today, and just following through on those little intuitions you get, those thoughts you get that are spirit popping in to say hi, because spirit knows that this thing is about to happen, and they will guide you where you're needing to be to be able to meet this person. Right place, right time. Feels good to take care of myself again. I hope I can catch someone's eye. Absolutely will. And I know that people can sense that my confidence is coming back. Yes, it is like a magnetic frequency. It's just it's very subconscious. It's not that people are actually really knowing this on a conscious level. It's just a subconscious thing where, your shoulders are a little more squared because you're more confident. Your chin's held a little higher. And as a result of people responding to this energy, they, it's almost like facing the sun. They have no choice but to illuminate that. And it's funny, on the back of the deck, I just said sun. She's painting the sun in her own sky. Paint the sun back into your sky. That's what you're doing. A new beginning. This is awakening your true essence, and it's beautiful. All right, so up next, we've got Mary Marie. This was for Jasui's friend. Hey, Amanda, looking forward to see you in a couple days. Yes, my mom is here, everybody. Thanks, everyone, for supporting Amanda's channel. All the subscribes, likes, donations, or support. Love you, Amanda. Love you all. Thank you, Mom. Yes, and all of your lovely donations do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019, and she is still living in a little camper, but hopefully not for much longer. Hopefully, maybe next spring, maybe next summer, maybe next fall. We just never know when those building prices will come down enough that it'll be feasible to build. Hopefully sooner than later, but we always know it's in divine timing. Okay, so up next we've got Marie. However we pronounce that, and maybe Jasui can let me know how to pronounce that. Okay, so Burma has sent a donation as well. Thank you so much, Burma. I appreciate that. All right, let's get Burma on the list. Awesome. Okay. So here is our current list. So we are waiting for, okay, so just let Spirit give them a message. They need to hear Spirit knows best. Absolutely. Okay, we're going to start here with the Moonology for Jasui's friend or family member. Okay, yes, show the world the real you. So Mary, I'm not sure how to pronounce the name exactly, but yes, this is about you owning that beautiful, authentic side of yourself. And as more truths come online, as you are realizing the limiting beliefs, I mean, this has been such a theme, you guys. I think I said limiting beliefs like 15 today filmed. It was insane. I'm like, why, Spirit? What's with all the limiting belief talk? But so many of us are overcoming something that's been in our way with these limiting beliefs. I don't know if it's an influx of energy. Spirit's like nodding, like that's part of it. But it's also just our desire to be better individuals, to raise ourselves up out of this mucky, three-dimensional matrix that is, kind of has us feeling stuck or stagnant or trapped in some way. We're coming on out. So this is you showing the world the real you, showing, your authentic side. And it's interesting. On the back of the deck, we've got the other Aquarius card, which is the new moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. So I don't know, Marie, if you are an Aquarius or you know a prominent Aquarius in your life, or if you just have maybe sun, moon, rising, or other planets within your birth chart in Aquarius. But this is beautiful, beautiful energy where you are bringing self-love into the situation and showing the world who you are on a more authentic level. Let's see. So someone says is it spinning for anyone else or just me? Ethan, baby is being put down for the night. I should be maybe a half hour before I go off to go. Cool. Yeah, Ethan, thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate both of you. Let's see. So, let's get another one for Marie. Anything else for Marie, Spirit? All right, 10 of Cups. So this is happiness. This is fulfillment, especially with those close connections, those people in your life that you love, adore, and that love and adore you. Being able to open up to share the truth of who you are is going to be well received, I feel, by a lot of people in your family, especially those in your immediate family or those who feel like family to you. They're going to really receive this beautiful, more authentic version of yourself with open arms. They're going to be so happy that you are owning up to that beautiful authenticity, that beautiful beacon of light that you are. And it may have come after a time. You may have been in a rut or just feeling like everything is just not going your way. Because with the death card on the back, that's exactly what it is. But after that kind of feeling of death comes this beautiful rebirth. And you also have the sun on the back of the deck too. So you got some amazing cards coming up here for what's to come as a result of you sharing more of that authentic self, that beautiful light within with the world. That's really going to help you master this and really help other people as well. I think you're going to inspire a lot of other people to come out of their shell and be their authentic selves as well. It's pretty powerful energy that you have going on here. So yay! I got really hot, like a big heat wave just hit me. So I don't know if it's really hot where you are, or like I'm especially like picturing you like sleeping, tossing and turning, just really, really hot. Like energy, maybe there's a lot of energy running through you, because when there's a lot of energy running through me, I just get really hot and I need a drink of water. So I don't know, maybe getting more water. Make sure you're drinking lots of water when it's hot. Okay, so I have my thing back a little farther than I like. Move it. There, that's a little better. It's so far away. Okay. So up next we have for Jay. Sui says, yes, it's super hot. Yeah, I figured. I mean, it's still August, right? Most parts of the world anyway. It's something, well, northern hemisphere, I should say. It's summertime. It's been kind of cold here, though. I've been wearing my sweatshirt a lot. We've had some 70-degree days, 60-something degree. And the other day it was like 47 degrees and rainy, and I'm here for it, though. I love summer rain like no other. Love it. All right, so Jay is next, and then Pika Lee's got 3 questions, and then Burma, and then we've got the 2 that we have timestamps to do. We're really trucking through already. All right. Just situate these cards. They're like they're like this, just kind of like hanging over. I'm like, let's tidy the table up a bit. And I don't know about you guys, have you been just kind of, besides just feeling scattered and all over the place, have you been really just, I don't know, what's even the word? Just floaty, like you're not even here, but like you're here, but like you don't even remember what someone just said, even though it was like 10 minutes ago. Because my husband told me like 3 different times today that he was going to have to go pick up his mom because she was dropping her car off to get an oil change. And I couldn't for the life of me remember why he had to go get his mom. And he even said it 3 different times. And he's like, well, I'm going to go pick up my mom. Her car's done, so I'm going to go take her to her car. I'm like, what was done with your car? And he's like, an oil change? Told you like a billion times. I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like not a smart person today. Or even yesterday or the day before. Pika Lee says, oh my God, yes. And so does Jasui. Okay, so this is a collective thing. I just feel about half dumb. I don't know. Like, even during the pick a card, like I couldn't think of normal words like immediate or I don't know. I don't remember. Just really like basic words. I couldn't think of them. Like, and Ethan's been feeling it. Michelle, okay, so I'm not alone. Okay, so you're not going crazy. No, Pika Lee, you're not going crazy. Oh, you forgot your own address. Yeah, I was at the doctor this morning. And they're like, you're still at 2329. And I'm like, yeah, I am. Actually, yeah, duh. Okay, yep, still there. So I kind of almost forgot my own address today as well. So weird. Yeah, and I can't concentrate to save my life. I don't know. Maybe we're just getting some new upgrades, which I'm here for. I'm here for it. But it's a little disconcerting when you just need to keep on keeping on, right? Oh, you've been exhausted and absent-minded too. Yeah, I get like super exhausted like in the evening. Like tonight, I'm low energy, but like you guys are amping me up in a good way. Like this is good. Because all day I'm like, I was ready. I'm like excited for the live, and then I get it scheduled, and I'm going about my day, and I'm like, oh no, what if I can't do the live tonight because I'm so tired all of a sudden? And I'm like, no, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna be fine. Spirit's like, you got this. Can't even wear shorts without sweating through everything. Pregnancy clothing stinks. Oh, I hated pregnancy clothing. Those maternity jeans can suck it. I don't like them. Hopefully I'll never have to wear them again in this lifetime anyway. Bed early yesterday. It's still tired. Time to actually go now. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us, Ethan. We love you and appreciate you. Good to see you today. All right, so I don't know, did I miss Jay's question? Did Jasui post Jay's question? Probably, and I'm just sitting here rambling on and on and on. Yeah, Brandy Lynn up here said, lumber and building prices are brutal now. Yes, and that kind of went my big plan because since 2012, basically, we have been planning to buy property and build, and that dream has just literally, it's going to take so much more time and money to do that than before, but we're kind of just hoping these prices, we've kind of started to see them do this a little bit, like on the realtor sites. I just watch, not like I'm actively looking, but I just like to see what's going on in the market. I saw a house that, for a while there, they weren't even on there 15 minutes and they were already listed as pending or contingent or, whatever. And I'm like, how? But most of these were like people from out of state just buying things sight unseen without even having an inspection because they just want to get out of wherever it is they're at. Because I guess, Montana was the only one for a while there that was having where employers couldn't discriminate against you if you didn't have the old thing that's, everybody wants you to get. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch your screen. That thing. They actually made it a rule or a law, I don't know, here in Montana that employers cannot deny you employment for not having that thing. So a lot of people after that even have started moving in. I don't know. He wants advice and timeline, if possible, about his financial struggles because he says it feels like there is no light. Man, so many of us have been feeling that. But let's see what's going on. Let's go to the Fountain Tarot for Jay. Advice and timeline. Whoa, there it goes. Right to the floor. Let's grab that. Okay. Wow. So nothing to worry about with this one. This is the 10 of Cups. This is emotional fulfillment. This is material fulfillment. Financial needs are met. Yes, this is good. So things are looking up. So allowing himself to feel, if he's feeling sad, if he's feeling dejected about this, allow yourself to feel your way through this. Feel it so you can heal it and move on. Because the future is not looking so bad. This is an amazing card to get. This guy is literally on top of the world, on top of a trophy. He has made it. He is excited. This is like two friends. Like the one is like, it's kind of like those acrobats where they kind of make shapes with each other's bodies like that. And to me, this almost from here looks like a trophy. Like we won, victory. So let's just see if there's any timeline or, that whole light at the end of the tunnel. Look, can you see this big light surrounding them? It's like they're so immersed in it. So there is an amazing light at the end of this tunnel for him, for sure. So let's see what else. What else does Spirit want to divulge about Jay's current deal? Timeline about financial struggles because he's feeling like there's no light. Okay, so wow, this is interesting. The Knight of Cups. There's something coming in for him very soon that's going to feel very emotionally fulfilling. Even if he's still dealing with a couple of the financial struggles, he's emotionally going to feel very connected and loved by the people in his inner circle and supported. Like, well, even if ish hits the fan, I think I'm going to be okay because I've got this amazing support in my life. But I don't think it's even going to come to that. I think it's just him realizing that sometimes the fear of, having something ripped out from under us or losing something, sometimes that fear can really spark something in us that reaches a deeper level than just the surface of, status quo, mundane life. Sometimes when we feel like something can be taken away or something is taken away, it really puts life and other things and the things that are actually important into perspective for us. So yeah, oh my gosh, the Star. This is wish fulfillment. This is happiness after a rough time because the Star comes after the Tower in tarot. The Tower is that rock bottom moment or feeling like there is no stability there. There is no light at the end of the tunnel. Well, absolutely there is. The Star is the brightest light at the end of that tunnel. So don't worry. I know it's easier said than done when you're in the thick of whatever it is we're going through, right? In life. But no worries because Spirit has your back, Jay, and you will be able to not only get through this, but like with the 10 of Cups energy and the Star energy, this is not small potatoes. This is taking that kind of precarious place that you're at right now and completely, they're showing me almost like someone who's like working at a job that they don't really like the job, but it's there. And this is not his scenario. They're like, this is not his scenario, but like the feeling involved in this. It's like he kind of was almost playing small with what he was doing. But for the example, he's at this job, this guy's at this job, and he hates the job, he hates the coworkers, the pay isn't great either, but he needs the job to survive. And then, they find out, oh, well, you're being laid off and, you're just gonna have to go find another job. But this is like worrisome. This is, oh my gosh, how am I gonna pay my mortgage? How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? But at the end, the end of it, maybe he finds a better job. Maybe he makes his own business and takes it to heights he never even imagined for himself. And he looks back on the loss of that other job as the best thing that ever happened to him. But in the moment, that fear is rooted. And that's exactly kind of where they're showing me Jay is right now. That he can't even see a light at the end of the tunnel right now because he's too immersed in the action of what's actually going on right now. And it's hard to see the forest for the trees when you are amongst the trees, right? And it's just getting that bird's eye perspective, or that hindsight being 2020 as things go forward, and he can look back on this time and be like, that's probably the best thing that's ever happened because now look where I'm at. Ten of Cups actually looks like an Ace of Pentacles, like a pair of hands cupping a blessing coming in. Oh, I love that. Yeah, it did kind of look like that, didn't it? I put it away, but yeah, it was in there. Interesting take. I like that. Told him that today. Wow, yes. Things are looking up, though. I don't see that. I mean, again, it's very valid to have these fears if the bills are mounting and the money's not coming in and things don't look very good. But something's going to happen, or there's going to be, like, the next part on his path is going to be illuminated, that he's going to be able to see his way out of whatever it is he's got going on. So take some deep breaths, Jay, because very soon, let's just roll the dice for a time frame. We've got 11. To me, this is like 11 days. I'm seeing this on the very low end rather than maybe even as far out as November, the 11th month. But what I'm really seeing with this 11 days from now, I think he's going to have a better idea of what his next steps are and feel empowered about it. That emotional fulfillment, like, okay, I got this. I can do it. I got the support of my friends, my family. I can make it through anything. Like, that's where he's going to be in 11 days from now. He may not be on the pinnacle of his, wish coming true, but at least he's going to have a handle on this worried feeling within about 11 days. So hang in there, Jay. You got this. And look what flipped out again. The star, but with it came the Six of Wands, which is victory. So yes, the star and the Six of Wands. Victory will be yours. Wishes will be fulfilled soon. Within 11 days, you're going to know your next step or have a better idea of what's actually going on and seeing through the illusion of fear, because fear is just false evidence appearing real. So yay. Oh, you saw a shooting star in 422. Why did I say 422? 822. Interesting. I haven't seen a shooting star in so long. There's been so much smoke this summer, I can't see anything. We got a nice forest fire sunset illuminating me. I'm totally on fire with the orange shirt and the orange hair tonight. All right. You are so welcome, Jasui and Jay. Absolutely. Okay, up next, Pika Lee. Go ahead and post your first question. That's the first one you've seen. Oh, that's powerful. I've seen thousands. If I could count, probably thousands. I see them. As a kid, I would sleep outside and just watch the stars all the time and saw not just shooting stars, but other, unknown phenomena. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Do I have any messages from my ancestors? Has there been an ancestor making their presence around me? All right, let's tap into this. That's been another big theme, is just because of what's going on in the world. There's a lot of fear being dished out, hot, served 24/7. Everywhere you turn, there's fear, there's doom, there's gloom, and it looks very dire. And of course, many, if not all, of our ancestors have felt in dire straits in many different times throughout history, right? There's just been a lot going on this planet from day one. There's just been a lot. So our ancestors, that's been a big theme just messages from ancestors wanting to check in and let us know that even if things don't work out exactly the way we want them, things are working out for our highest good. Even if that looks bad on, as we label things through our human lens, bad, this is good, this is bad, but things are working out for the highest good of what our soul came here to experience. And if we can keep things in that perspective, it makes it a little easier to go with the flow of both the ups and the downs, right? All right, for Pika Lee, any ancestor messages? Are there any specific ancestors making their presence known around her? This one definitely is. Wow, lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. So there is a prominent lady, and to me, she feels like a mother energy, grandmother energy. So this to me feels about 4 generations back on your father's side. Father's mother's side, they're correcting me. So for your father's mother's side, 4 generations back, there's a grandmother. So I don't know. So our spirit, what do you mean by 4 generations? Is this starting at Pika Lee? No, okay, so starting at your father. So your father would be generation 1, your grandmother on that side, generation 2, 3rd, so great-grandmother. So great-great-grandmother on your father's mother's side is checking in on you, and she's saying, enjoy growth and reap rewards. So there is a lot of growth. There are a lot of rewards coming your way. Even if things don't look so great, just through this, general spectrum of what you've got going on in your life right now, things are going to be looking up very soon because there's growth, there's reward here as well. They're now showing me, Spirit showing me, like, you're taking one of these seeds, and it's interesting. We've got 5 little seeds here. And, okay, it's making sense now. You're that 5th seed. You're that pinnacle star point because your father, your grandmother, great-grandmother, great-great-grandmother, and then you're the pinnacle spot right there, the top. So that's interesting. They said 4 generations back, and I'm like, from who? From Pika Lee? From where? So you're that 5th seed. You're the one that's being planted now to be able to sprout up. And they're really showing me, I don't know if there was like some sort of orchard or like at your father's grandparents' place, if you had any ties to that or you've been there. I got chills. But there's something about family land that's very important to you, even if it's not on this side of the family. There's something about being able to visit family land, or just, where your ancestors come from, your roots, whatever that means to you. And just, if you can, if it's at all possible, going to family land or where, a town you knew that they lived in, and just putting your bare feet in the soil and just allowing their presence to fill your aura. It would be a very powerful thing for you. They're showing me like activation and being able even to heal stuff down the family line, especially on that father's, mother's side of the family. A lot of like poverty, trauma, things that had gone on in, major chills in that family line, like on that side of the family specifically is what Spirit's pointing out. My dad's mom passed away last year, and there's a little bit of battle regarding their house. Wow, maybe that's why. And was that home at all possibly passed down to her from her parents, and her parents had lived on that land? Even if that doesn't resonate, they're showing me something about family land being very important. Ties to family land, or just, not that you have to own it or anything, but just being able to go put your bare feet on that land one more time, if at all possible, to just heal or be at peace with whatever's going on. There's something very powerful about that coming in. Let's just get one more, because you say there's a battle going on. Yes, she was probably a slave, as my great-grandparents were sharecroppers. Yes, and that's what I see, like having to be on the land and harvesting goods, harvesting whatever it was they were planting there on whatever plantation or farm that they were working. And the fact that I love that this is coming full circle as you as the 5th seed. It's like, such chill. I almost have like tears in my eyes. It's like the seeds that they wish they could have planted on their own land. It's like, that's you now. That's you now being able to plant yourself wherever you want and create whatever you want. And they want to remind you that no matter what, no matter how out of control this world might look on the outside, it's like, why, how do I even put that into words, Spirit? Thank you, but how? It's like you are all their hopes and dreams in one little bundle, one amazing, beautiful little bundle. And they are walking steps alongside you as you become who you are, as you lean into your spirituality, as you become the beautiful pillar of light that you are on this planet. That's powerful. I couldn't put it into words as eloquently as like how Spirit was showing me, but like that's what we're getting. And it's interesting here. She's meditating with this light just coming right out of her. And it says, yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. So moving your body, allowing this energy to move through you is really going to help you move through anything that's going on. And then to be able to enjoy that growth and reap the rewards. And they're just now saying, oh my gosh, they're just now saying, reap the rewards we never got to experience in our lifetime because we were busy working and providing for others. We didn't get that for ourselves. So now you, that fifth seed, are reaping those benefits and rewards. That's powerful. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. Beautiful message. I could probably just go on and on and on and on. 2 cards in and we're just going on and on and on. But we will leave it at that for now. Go ahead and post your next question, Pika. But powerful. So I just heard, with great power comes great responsibility. So it's like, you're going to make them proud. No matter what you do, you're going to make them proud. And it's amazing. So keep going on your journey of life. You're doing amazing things. All right. Our Teha, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Malika and Malik, ancestors, guides, angels, etc. When I first started working with the Lemurian crystals, I said these words and they felt like names, but I don't know why, what they are connected to. Okay, let's find out. That brought tears to my eyes. Yes. Oh, me too. I'm like, wow, that was so powerful. Very interesting too. All right, let's find out who these 3 names that Pika Lee said out loud are. These ancestors, guides, angels, etc. Who are these people? I'm really feeling they are people. Wow. So temptation is the word that came out, or the card. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit? Perhaps one that makes you feel guilty. This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. So, wow, they're really showing me, this to me feels like a life that's tied to not just Lemuria. This is like a collective. This is, these are soul family members that in this life, yes, they are working as guides, and they're helping you through, this is powerful too, they're helping you through the temptations of this 3D matrix, you know, all the shiny object syndrome that we all get, like helping you through that so that you can see the true light and the truth of this, you know, again, matrix. I keep saying that word today, but it's like many of us that are awakened, we already know, you know, this is not the end all be all, just, you know, consuming and being all wrapped up in TV shows and, you know, going to work and coming home and eating and sleeping. And I mean, there's so much more to life that we've forgotten because we've just been so immersed in kind of, I mean, really, it's like we are just drones, a lot of us, until we start waking up and we're like, you know, I don't want to live my life that way. I want to do this. I want to be that. I want to create this. And that's when we start kind of coming out of that just total distraction mode, because distraction mode is what most people in this matrix are in. They're just so heavily distracted, especially from their own soul, that they don't even know that they can focus on anything but, well, what did you watch for, you know, what TV show did you watch last night? Well, what did you do for dinner? What did you, you know, all the things that everybody's so wrapped up in doing every day, like a habit. You're overcoming some of these things and stepping out of them. Wow, yeah. And you're remembering. They're helping you remember These three guides are helping you to remember. So yes, they are ancestors. Yes, they are guides. Yes, they are angels. They're kind of a mixture of all the above because they're playing different roles in different lifetimes. So it says here, I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destined life. And to me, this is you waking up and overcoming those, distractions, those temptations that are keeping you away from your purpose, your power, what it is you're here to do. You Google the names, and Teha, if I'm saying that right, I'm probably not, equals God's gift, and Malika, angel, and Malik, king. Wow, that's powerful. So yes, they're reminding you and letting you know, and they're showing me now too, these names are just, these resonate with you because these are also you. These names, they want you to call yourself these things. You are God's gift. You are an angel. You are a king or queen, You are a fractal of source, and so are they, and so am I, and so is everyone else watching this right now. And we always forget that. We're just so consumed and wrapped up in our day-to-day lives that a lot of times we're so distracted. But they're bringing you back to your soul plan. They're really helping you with that. So you can call on them like guides, because that's exactly what they are in this life. They are acting as guides, and they've been there. They're laughing. They're like, we've been here all along. We're just glad that she has something she can call us. And really, our guides don't really care what we call them. They've been there. They're still working with us anyway, but they know it assures us and reassures us to have something to call them. So we feel that kind of more, when we humanize them, sort of. If we have a name to put to the energy that we're connecting to, it kind of makes them more human and more contactable, if that's a word. Is that even a word? On the back of the deck, we have lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. Pairing it up with that temptation. Maybe they are helping you drop bad habits or just kind of unconscious behavior, which we all have. We all have those unconscious thought patterns, belief systems, habits, ways of operating, and you're working it out. But wow, look at this, inner earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. So they're showing me, they said the middle name, the middle one, Malika. That guide is currently actually having an incarnation in inner earth right now as well. So you are actually connecting to this person. I don't know if you want to call it person, guide, whatever. You're connecting to their higher self, but that one is actually incarnated right now in inner earth. So you, because this person is literally on, in, or around the earth right now, you can connect to their energy even deeper because they are also incarnated. So connecting to that energy of Malika is, I'm not even sure I'm saying that right. Malika, you can connect because they're showing me if everything goes according to plan with this whole ascension, this shift to 5D, you may actually physically meet this person. I got chills. In this lifetime, in this incarnation. This is a soulmate / guide. Higher self is acting as a guide. So you may actually meet this person, and it's a female energy. Is what I'm picking up on as far as the embodiment goes. The kind of guide portion is more balanced masculine and feminine, but the incarnation is currently in a female body. Wow. I love that. Next question. Piggy's bringing the thunder with these big questions tonight. I love it. All right. And then after Pika Lee, we've got Burma and then Deva. Unless, no, I thought I saw someone's. Oh, we got Jackie. I think that's what she goes by here in the chat. We got a couple Jackies that donate once in a while, so I want to make sure we have the right Jackie. Okay. So Burma will be on deck, followed by Jackie, and then Sarah just sent a donation. So let me add lovely ladies to the list. Okay, so Lunar's got the list. Yes, Jackie. And then Sarah. I don't want to say the last name. I think she goes by her full name in the chat, but I could be wrong. I don't want to be calling out anyone's last name if they're not comfortable with that. So Sarah, who has donated over here. Yeah, you really have to watch on replay to soak it in. And it's interesting, Pika Lee, because it's like the more you come here, just like Katie R., the more she comes here, and Michelle Lynn, the more you ladies come here, it's like I get even more attuned to your energy and stuff just gets more powerful. I don't know what it is. Same with Lunar, obviously, too. And Burma as well. Wow. All right. Oh, it is Sarah. It's Sarah and Jackie Sarah, I think, maybe. Is that Sarah and Jackie Sarah? So many Sarahs, so many Jackies in my life. Okay. Oh no, Burma. Me too, though. So we're blood sisters. But mine's been here every month, so there's that. Okay, so Pika Lee says, there's a dark spot on my foot that I'm getting concerned about. I'm getting it checked out and wondered if Spirit had any guidance regarding it and my health overall. Okay, again, entertainment purposes only, not a medical doctor. Ta-da. You guys know all this already, but I always like to say it anyway. Okay. I'm already not at all concerned about this, so maybe Spirit's just saying, yeah, nothing to worry about. Of course, concerning because it's something different, right? But I don't see if there's anything that ash from my sage on all of my cards over there. It looks like stuff is just flying off the shelves. Okay, wow, fresh air. So it says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me breathe easier in all ways. So breathing easier. Like I said, I'm not stressed out about this. I feel like everything's going to be fine. Like, you know, you can breathe easy when you get a clean bill of health, which is interesting. You come at me with this question today, of all days, the day I got my clean bill of health from the dermatologist, that big scary breast biopsy issue that I had going on, they are not concerned at all about it. And just said, you know, if I have any concerns in the future, or if things look like they're changing in not a good way, then I can come to them, but I don't have to go back, and they're happy as can be about it. So yay. But we have here also acceptance. So dear God and Archangel Raphael, please help me accept that everything is going in the right direction. So again, this is interesting because many starseeds, and I heard well into this little journey I had with, wow, that sun, I gotta show you real quick. But well into this journey I've had with this breast issue I had. It's not gonna be accurate depiction. It's very, very magenta orange on my end, but it just looks kind of orangey yellow. But it's like literal orange magenta, like glowing neon out that window. I love it. What was I saying? Saying something. Oh yeah. I heard Lori Ladd talking about this on one of her videos about starseeds, lightworkers are having these weird, hard to distinguish diagnoses, is that the word? Things that can't be diagnosed. And it's like got all the professionals scratching their head like, I don't know what this is. Many of us are having these things happen. And even old injuries, old flare-ups from old illnesses, injuries are just coming up for no reason. But really what's happening is the energy that's moving through our bodies is activating these different things in our bodies and activating different points and the DNA, and it's cleaning house, it's getting rid of things. So sometimes, like in my case and your case, Pika Lee, there's something kind of concerning looking going on the skin. So of course, for our own peace of mind, for our own, you know, easy breathing, right, we go have these things checked out just to make sure that everything's okay. So I think that is like step one. Yeah, go get it checked out just for your own peace of mind. But Spirit's saying, I don't think they're going to be able to give you many answers because it's nothing to be concerned about and it's just going to baffle them. But I think at the very least, them not saying, hey, yes, it's this one thing. Let's get the surgery going. Let's do this. Let's do that. That's good, too, that you're not having to have to deal with that. But let's just get one more from this deck as well. So I don't really think that this is going to be anything that, like breaking news, bad, anything. No. At the very least, they're going to say, oh, yeah, it's nothing, or we don't know what this is. But even when they don't know what it is, just know that Spirit's taking care of you. And you can even, I had told just Sandy about this, I think, last live stream. It's pure rasa, her channel is Pure, the word Pure, Pure, and then Rasa, Rasa. And it's just, I think it's like a full body healing. And it's about a 28 to 30 minute, what do you call it? Meditation. See, words are hard. Words are hard in these confusing days. But this, I would do this every night before bed for like, maybe not every night, but like a good number of nights a week for weeks when I really didn't know what was going on with my whole breast issue. I think that really did a lot to help me. But it says here also practice visualization. So visualize what you need to heal or create in your life. And imagine the image needs to fill all 7 chakras. So consciously place that picture into each of them with your breath. Animate those images, bring them to life, and fill your being your goal to practice and believe in the power of visualization. And then on the back of the deck, visualize a healthy body and mind. So this is you visualizing exactly what you want rather than trying to, like, not trying to, but like worrying into, oh no, what if it's this? What if it's that? What if it's this? Just make yourself an appointment if you haven't already. I can't remember if you had said you were going to go get it checked out, but yeah, I think that is your best rule of thumb, just so you can have that peace of mind. But if they don't find anything, don't worry, because again, it's just going to be something that is working itself out. I think you're going to be just fine. Yeah, it's hard though. It's hard when there's something, and then you go to WebMD and they're like, "You're dying!" Exclamation point. And you're like, no. But everything's really okay in the end. At least in my case, it sure was. And I'm really feeling you're going to get very similar news. Either they don't know what it is, or they look at it and like, oh yeah, that's just this. Like, ain't no thing. Nothing to worry about. But again, you know, when things are up in the air and you don't know, worry is really all we can do. But yes, yeah, absolutely. And I have learned in my life that worrying changes absolutely nothing, but it's just something that we all do to pass the time while whatever's going on is going on. All right, where did I put these? These are down here. Okay. So I hope that gave you a bit of peace of mind. But I think you just making an appointment, going in, just having it looked at, will give you even more peace of mind, and you will just feel, okay, cool. Good. All right. So up next, we've got Burma. Burma, I think you had posted your question over on PayPal, if I'm not mistaken. My TV has been turning on and off, and electronics have been nuts. Would like to know what's going on and anything Spirit has for me. Okay, yes. Things have been very similar around my neck of the woods as well. Maybe not the TV turning on off, because I never turned the damn thing on, but here's what I'm seeing for you. My computer will crash. I'm in the middle of watching like a YouTube video. The whole thing black screen. And then I get the press any key to start, whatever, randomly for no reason. And Spirit's been trying to get my attention, your attention. We've got 8:08 on my clock, so 88. So go look also, Burma, go look up the angel number 88. That might give you some additional guidance as to what's going on. But I think that just energetically things are shifting, and a lot of like the more earthbound entities are getting real stir crazy. Let me take a drink real quick. And to me, it feels like it's not the house that you live in, Burma, but the land that the house is on. Of course, by way of the house being on the land, there's going to be activity within the house for sure. But the land itself is what a lot of these entities are tied to or connected to or trying to protect or whatever it is they're doing. I don't see any like malice or anything. I just see that it's like there's just this restlessness among the earthbound community of souls. It's been feeling like a Mercury retrograde for the past month, right? Oh my gosh. And it's not even Mercury retrograde. I think it's coming very soon, but I'm almost like ready for Mercury retrograde so that this will die down a little. But it's just the energetics of what's going on the planet. There's just a lot of new energy coming in and a lot of old stuff checking on out. And a lot of just kind of what's being revealed in the news and just, you know, conspiracy theories and all the things. There's a lot going on with, you know, when the old is dying, it makes a lot of noise. So it looks like things are worse than they've ever been. But really, things have always been this bad. sometimes even worse, but it's just that the light wasn't even shining on it because it was hidden in the shadows. But look around. I mean, a lot of lies and deceptions are ripe for the taking on social media and just out and about for anyone with ears to hear and eyes to see, to be able to actually see the agendas at play and just all the darkness that is out there and in activation right now and has been for a very long time. But wow, we've got loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. And that's one interesting thing about earthbound entities is they don't like to hang out with each other, but yet a lot of times they will congregate in very small spaces because they like the specific energy of a place, or there's a lot of energy they can feed off of in a place, but they don't like to be together because it kind of is almost like nails on a chalkboard for their energy when they come into energy of another earthbound. At least that's what I've gained in my knowledge of earthbound entities and the ones I've dealt with. They don't really like to be together, but like they kind of have to be together so they can feed off energy and, you know, all the things they do. And to me, it's feeling like a lot of them are being called home, so to speak. I know a lot of mediums, a lot of psychics, and those that deal in earthbound entities and helping them see the light and removing them, and just even the energetics of the planet are making it so they can't exist in that. I mean, I don't even know if you'd call it the lower astral realm. Is that where they actually reside? I've never asked. I'm not sure. But just kind of intuitively, it's something similar to like what I would consider the lower astral realm. And I think a lot of them are just being kind of, I won't say deleted from the game because they are souls. They're going to go back to the light. They're going back to where they came from, but they're being deleted from what we are experiencing here. They can't survive in this energy anymore. So they're making a lot of noise before they're exiting stage left. They're doing what they can, you know, kind of last-ditch effort of, well, let me just throw all this crap at the wall and see what sticks. So I think there are a few earthbound entities that are really struggling to stay on the plane that they're on right now around you. But yeah, I think they've even been affecting your health and the health of those in your home. Not in like a really bad way, but like maybe you have a coughing fit for no reason, or you just feel really lethargic. To me, it just feels more like I just want to stay in bed all day and not do anything. Like they're just like draining your battery, and almost like on a video game, like the health bar just keeps, even if you keep replenishing, you know, eating and taking care of yourself, it's like that health bar can never get full up. There's a lot of energy in your area, and I don't know. They're showing me it's a magnetic thing or like a frequency thing, having to do with why everything's going on. Yeah, it did so many times. Yeah, and they use electronics sometimes to, you know, communicate to us in some way, to scare us, to do whatever. So I would just say, call on your guides, your angels, your spirit team to just put that cloak of protection around you. Have your grounding crystals around you. If you have, I'm sure you have grounding crystals, your shungite, your hematite, your black tourmaline, all those, obsidian if you have it, and sage. Sage will help at least get them into the corners of the room away from you for a while. But again, they're just making a lot of noise because they don't want to leave, but like energetically, it's just very difficult for them to stay. But many of them are digging in and just trying as hard as they can. Yeah. So maybe even Spirit's showing me there just may be a lot with your grounding crystals. If you can cleanse those as well, that would help, because then it would really amplify the energy. These grounding crystals can negate all that negativity. It's actually like more positive ions, but we call it negativity, right? This is really helping me as well. So thank you, Burrow, for this donation. Yeah, I think this is a collective energy. I mean, I'm even feeling it in my home, and I try not to talk them out, because when they realize that you're talking to them, they are like, they're right there. They're like, oh my gosh, you can feel me, you can sense me, you can see me. Okay, I'm going to make even more noise to get you to do what I want. You know, which is usually they just want to siphon your energy so they don't feel so nails on, like, dug in, like I'm gonna fall out of this dimension or whatever it is. there's just so much going on energetically on this planet that a lot of the old is going away. That cycle is closing. That age of Pisces is closing out, and the new age of Aquarius is coming in hot. We have your friendship. So I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. This is Scott. He says, call on me. I will help you with these demons. He's like saying demons, like not as an actual demonic, but like he's trying to be ironic because that's Scott's kind of humor. He's like, I'll help you with exorcise the demons. He's just being really funny because that's how Scott's energy is when he comes in. He's just very, now he's playing with my hair. Okay, what's happening? I felt something touch my hair. So let's see. I'm sure Scott's got a message since he's here. He's coming in. He's tickling my hair. What's Scott's message for Burma? Anything else? Okay, anything else for Burma from Scott? As soon as you said I don't talk to them, the video glitched on me. Thanks for the confirmation. Yes, right? And they're probably messing with your connection here. Like, don't give away our secrets. Yeah. Okay. So, wow, we have the 3 of coins. So this is you collaborating. He's saying, work with me to help you. I will help you deal with these. Exorcise the demons. He's being very funny. Kind of like, isn't that Jim Carrey? I think Jim Carrey said that in maybe Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, if I'm remembering that right. Jim Carrey said that in a movie. Something about exorcise the demons. Like he said it in that way. Maybe Scott liked that movie. I don't know. I don't know if he was a fan of that movie or what, but let's just get one more. But yeah, he's definitely willing to help you with the crystals and the, getting rid of these. This place is clear. Yes, Ace Ventura. Yes, I figured it was, but I couldn't remember 100%. But then we have the 5 of Cups. So just really focusing on what you do have control over rather than what's out of control is really going to help you. And again, that might be where Scott's coming in to help collaborate. Friendship. This is also friendship cards. Friendship came out twice. So, he's an Ace Ventura expert. I used to know that movie by heart, but like it's been a long time since I have watched it or any of that. But yeah, man, when that first came out, my brother took that because my brother, we used to call him a stand-up comedian. We thought he was going to be some sort of stand-up comedian when he would get older because he's 4 years younger than me, and the only way that my mom would let me go hang out with my friends one town over was if I took my little brother, because he would give her a play-by-play of everything that everyone said, everything everyone did, if I was out of line in any way, and he would sit there and entertain my friends. And I mean, these were like 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, and when my brother was only like 13 at the time, 13, just having them rolling on the ground laughing. Like, he was so funny, but he would do a lot of stuff from that movie. Like, he would be inspired by Jim Carrey a lot. The book, talking with your butt kind of thing, and just that kind of humor is so funny. And he's even got a video on YouTube, which is not very politically correct these days at all. It's somewhere out there. If anyone can find it, it's all yours to watch. But yeah. Playing the movie clip. You've got him started. Okay, you're gonna be hearing about Ace Ventura in your house for the next 5 years there, Lunar. I love that. That's so funny. I love that movie as a kid too. Anytime I hug my husband, I mean, at all. He's like, is that your gun sticking into my head? I'm like, it sure is. Oh, that's so funny. Oh man. Good memories, good movies. All right, so up next we've got Jackie. So Jackie, go ahead and post your question, and then Sarah's question is after that. And I think Sarah had posted her question over on PayPal. And then Michelle Lynn has also donated again. I don't know if I had said that after Sarah's question. So yeah, that's my current list. It's hot in here. Spirit is near. All right, take another drink. Okay. So starting graduate school next week. Will I make any close long-term friends in my program? I love that. How cool. Let's see, for Jackie, starting graduate school next week, will she make any close long-term friends? I'm already seeing a yes, for sure. There's one girl, yeah, she's going to be a water sign, maybe very spiritual based, like maybe she has her hair dyed a fun color, or maybe she just likes to wear a lot of fun colors. You'll know her when you see her. You'll know her by her vibe. She's very nurturing, maybe seems quiet at first, but when she comes out of her shell, you can't get her to stop talking. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. So, I mean, she doesn't have to be a water sign with her sun, moon, or rising, but I think she's got some placements in water. So you might, I don't know, maybe eventually find out her birth chart and find out she's got water, which would be your Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But she's very intuitive. Maybe she does tarot cards. Maybe she just loves spiritual things and she loves reading. She's someone who's very studious and just wants to know all the secrets of life. Like, she's very fun. And I think you're going to feel like you've known her forever. It's going to be a very quick friendship. When you do meet her, you're going to become very fast friends. This is fast-moving energy right here with the Eight of Wands. Fast-moving energy, coming in hot. So it's going to be like, where were you all my life? You're like my best friend all of a sudden, and we've only known each other for like 4 days. That kind of energy. And I think she's going to bring out a lot of like just good stuff for you. Like a lot of work, a lot of effort. Yeah, that death and rebirth, like transition, transformation. She's helping you through a hard time as well. Or maybe you're helping her through a hard time, or maybe both. Maybe the program itself is very difficult and you're helping each other study, or, you know, if you're writing a thesis, maybe you're helping each other with ideas and just everything that you need to do. But this is one of those kind of relationships in life where you really feel like your life changed after meeting her. Not to say she's the only person you're meeting, but that's the one Spirit really wants to focus on for the most part, Jackie, is this one girl. For some reason, her name may start with an M. I don't know if it's her first name, last name, middle name, start with an M. But if it doesn't, don't think, well, this ain't my friend, I'm not going to be your friend. No. There's an M in her name. So my name is Amanda, but I go by Mandy. So maybe it's something like that, where the M is just in her name. And I am seeing another girlfriend as well. Someone who's very studious as well, but maybe she's more like quick-tongued, very funny, very witty, makes a lot of jokes. It's like, hey, are we done here yet? Like, let's go do something else. And but she's very fun and focused when she needs. She's focused when she needs to be, but fun as well. So she would be like a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Again, if she doesn't have her sun sign in those signs, she probably has other prominent placements within these signs. Let's get one card on this friend. Anything else? Okay, wow. So again, you don't have to take this literally as lover. She's going to be your lover. To me, this feels like she's going to help you make those choices you need to make, those decisions you need to make, or because the Lovers is about making a choice or a decision. Yeah, we're still here. We're still hanging out, Jillian, absolutely. But she could just really stir this beautiful passion within you for the program you're in, for life, for a hobby, a project. There's something about her that really gets you thinking. You know, that beautiful air energy she brings to the table, she really gets you thinking about, what could this possibly be for my future? Wow, I never thought of life that way. Maybe I could do this. Maybe I could do that. I never thought of that. She really gets you thinking. And Spirit's saying, even if it does take you a little longer than you had hoped to meet these friends, you're going to meet them. So just be very positive that you're going to meet these friends. And with especially the more water sign energy, become fast friends. This is a fast friendship. I think the Queen of Swords energy, it might be a little slower to start the friendship, but it's because she's so focused on what she's doing that I think it's either you or the water sign or both of you that kind of pull her into your little inner circle, because I think you're going to have a lot of classes together. You are in a program together, I'm sure. So, yeah, it might just start out as you and the water sign, and then later on you bring her into the inner fold, so to speak. So I hope that resonated. Yeah, you start next week. That's going to be awesome. Well, I'm sure you will meet these friends. So just hold out that positive intention that you will meet these amazing friends. So that's so cool. Okay, so up next we've got Sarah, and then Michelle Lynn, and then we've got Jillian with 2 questions. Jillian has donated for 2 questions. So, drink my water. Right. And I think Sarah is Jackie and Sarah. I think. Don't quote me 100%, but I think it's the same Sarah. Just a general what the universe would like you to know situation. Okay. Let's see. Where are we going for Sarah? Okay, here it is. Here it is. All right, for Sarah. Whoa. All right. Let's get it off the floor. Oh, you don't know. If you don't know who Jackie is, then you're not that Sarah. So you're a different Sarah. Okay. But for Sarah McKinnon, it says here, make music. So there is this, I don't know if you make actual music, but there is this desire for you, or maybe there's something you feel more supported when you're listening to music. Maybe you love jamming out to music in the car, but music is very important to you in this next kind of cycle or point in your life. Music is very important. I don't know if this could look like you actually making your own music, or just wanting to go to concerts, or just wanting to, really get some cool tunes on your playlist to really dive in and focus on the project at hand. Let's see. Whoa, another one coming in hot. So there is detoxification as well. So, you do make music. Well, this is saying it's very important for you to be doing that in this next couple of weeks, couple months is really what I see. But detoxification, this could be you detoxing heavy metals, detoxing, doing some sort of cleanse to your system, maybe kind of cleaning up your, what do you call it? I think the app is called Dirty, where you can type in a product name and it'll tell you how healthy or how safe the product is. Maybe you're just cleaning up like your hair products, your makeup, your body wash and that kind of thing. You're just wanting to not put so many chemicals or harsh toxins and all that on your body. Maybe you've been really, booze. Okay. So yes, take this every which way it resonates, because Spirit's showing like a full body detox, like not just one thing, but like when you start wanting to detox one thing, you really want to detox another. However resonates, it's like you're wanting to really clean up your physical vessel so that you can really be your healthiest and best version every day. So detox is really important for, like, say, even people who drink a lot of coffee. There's a lot that coffee does to our body, or even sugar. There's a lot. If you're eating a lot of sugar, like, most of the world eats just too much sugar. Doing a sugar fast, kind of cutting sugar for a while just to see how your body starts to heal itself, because that candida that just loves the sugar, it can't survive as well if you're not feeding it that thing that it loves to consume. And it really does keep those weird cravings that we have at like weird hours. It's like, why am I craving a Hostess cupcake all of a sudden? Like, where is this coming from? That's a lot of times candida will make you feel that, or even like heavy metal toxicity. You just crave things. And the reason for this detox and for making music is you're stepping into higher consciousness. You are bringing more of that beautiful light, that beautiful higher self version of yourself online. And as a result of you cleaning up your physical vessel, that allows for more light to come in. Inner sugar demons, absolutely. And we all do it. I don't buy the stuff so that I can't have it. But if it's in the house, I know it's in there, and it keeps like pinging my mind, like someone's Wi-Fi signal popping up on your screen or something in my mind. Like there's something down there. There's Oreos down there. There's this down there. And I'm like, no, stop it. There's Halloween candy down there. No. Because I try so hard not to eat all that stuff. But when it's around, keep thinking about it. But you are bringing on more higher consciousness, Sarah, and as a result of that, you're wanting to just clean up things and just really dive into this, because when you can have more higher consciousness come online, you're able to make better decisions and just live a more, I guess, healthy, wholesome, holistic kind of life. Yeah, let's see what else. All right, one more for Sarah. Ask for what you want. So let the universe and other people know what you need. So this could even look as simple as you just letting your friends and family know, hey, I need a break. I need 20 minutes to myself. So everybody leave me alone for 20 minutes so I can just take care of myself. It can look as simple as that, or it can even look like asking your guides and angels for help or to show the way, or I just need a little help around here. You know, we've all heard someone say that, and you know, sometimes we forget that we can ask our guides and angels. I mean, they're constantly with us, ready to help, and sometimes they do step in. If wow, a major ringing in the left ear. Holy cow, that's high pitched. Sometimes they do step in, like if we are like about ready to be in an accident that's just not supposed to be happening, they will intervene in some way to make it not happen and you know, save us from ourselves. And I feel like, you know, a lot of times we forget though that we, on our day-to-day life, we can bring them along for the ride and ask for their help and guidance and assistance. I mean, they're already guiding us and everything, but when we ask them and put that intention to receive their guidance, receive their help, receive whatever it is that we need, it makes it so much easier for us to actually get what we need. So I hope that resonated. Sarah, thanks again for your donation. All right. So up next, I think we had Michelle Lynn, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, and then we got Jillian's 2 questions. And then we've got the 2 for the timestamp. So if you wanted to send your donation for your guaranteed question tonight, there's still time to do that. Otherwise, we will just wrap up with what we have here. And I forgot to mention at the beginning of the live stream that I will actually not be live on Saturday because my mom will be here in town. And Saturday, my sister, her 3 kids are all born in August, so we're going to be celebrating all of their birthdays here on Saturday. Not here, but like here in town on Saturday. So oh, the left side is your more masculine side, and a lot of times, not all the times, but probably 9 times out of 10 when Archangel Michael comes in, or a lot of the more divine masculine energies on my spirit team, they will usually come in on the left side, which is interesting. The one that does not, that I can point to right away, that usually comes in on the right side is Kurt Cobain. But even though he was a masculine energy here, he's more of a very beautifully balanced divine feminine, divine masculine, sometimes leaning more into divine feminine energy when he shows up, when he is in spirit form. So a lot of times he will come in on my right side, but you know, it can mean a lot of different things, but that's kind of the way I equate a lot of that. And some people say like, whatever you were thinking of or doing, if it comes in on the left side, it's negative. If it comes in on the right side, it's positive. But again, use your own intuition, because I never have resonated with that, because really when these things happen, I know I can feel the vibration of it. Sometimes the pitch is different. Like when I was in my grandmother's hospital room, just probably 8 minutes, 9 minutes, 10 minutes before she passed away, I got a ringing in my left ear, which she was on my right side. I'm holding her hand with my right hand and my left hand, but I got a very loud, booming, and very low-pitched ringing in my left ear about 8-9 minutes before she actually left her body. But I knew it wasn't negative, even though it wasn't the normal high-pitched one I was, you know, experiencing. But I got full-body chills, and my mom was sitting just beyond in like a reclining type of chair. And I was like, I think it's going to happen soon, because I could feel them all coming in and surrounding her. That's what I meant. Yeah, it is the left side. But I was going to tell you guys, I don't know what it is about my brain. I got it mixed up because my masculine team comes in on the left and my feminine comes in on the right. But it's normally, that's what I meant to actually, I was going to caveat that. Yes, the normal side is feminine is left and then masculine. But I always get it mixed up. I don't know if it's my brain or just the way that my guides appear, but the masculine always show up on the feminine side, and then the feminines always show up on the masculine side, if that makes sense. But yes, I meant to say that, and then I totally, again, with my weird whatever. So yes, if I confused you, yes, the left side of the body is feminine, the right side is masculine, but I mix it. My spirit team has it backwards. I don't know if that's why, because I have synesthesia, if you guys know what that is, where I hear in color and see in color. Well, of course, everybody sees it. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people see in color. But when you have synesthesia, you mix up different senses with other things. So days of the week, when I see the word of something, it has a color associated with it, and songs, different songs, let's just say Kurt Cobain's song "Smells Like Teen Spirit," since we're on the Kurt squad right now. That's a blues song, but his song, let's say "Come As You Are," is a yellow song. Don't ask me why, because you think, oh, so the more hard and rock songs are blue. No, because there's other songs funny enough, the song "Blue" by Eiffel 65. Their song "Blue" is a blues song, in my opinion. But also, so is that song by Celine Dion, "My Heart Will Go On," is also a blues song. Do not ask me what qualifies and classifies, because I don't know. That's just the color that arrives when I hear it, or even if I think of it, I don't know. Usually you would associate those things, but I don't know. I don't know why. Because some of the saddest songs, yeah, a lot of times the sad songs are blue, but not always. There's a lot of red songs that are sad in my weird library of whatever I've got going on. Yeah. But yes, back to the weird confusion that I did. Yes, the more masculines arrive on my feminine side is. See, I'm already mixing myself up. And I don't know if that's just me, because I've never asked anybody. I've never even put that out there that, okay, the masculines usually, not always though, again, because Kurt Cobain, more feminine side. And I do have a female guide that comes in on the masculine side. So, or it is the feminine side, but most of the masculines come in on that side. You know what I'm saying, right? Am I mixing? See, I just assume you guys know what's going on inside my mind, and then I just completely trip the whole thing, and yeah. All right, and did I call out for Michelle Lynn? I thought I did, but I don't know. Let's see. I just get myself confused as to where I'm even at on this. Look at that. She already put her question out. So, can we tap into a past life with my guy friend that is impacting us today? I wonder what lessons I am teaching him teaching me. I'm wondering, I remember you saying we will be friends for a long time, which actually surprised me because he doesn't stay close to a lot of people. Yeah, and I think there's just maybe something very special about the connection, the energy between the two of you that he just, even if they're showing me, there may be times where you guys kind of go your separate ways and live your life, but it's like you always come back together in some way, even if it's just reaching out and saying, hey, how's it going? There's always going to be a fondness, and he's going to try. He's going to make way more effort with you than anyone else to remain a part of your life in some way. So let's see. Tapping into a past life with your guy friend that's impacting you. Anything that this is teaching either of you. Okay, wow, finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. And they're already giving me a download of what's going on. You would think, oh, castle. This to me feels like it's in the mountains, snow-capped mountains. Yes, I'm feeling though like it's like what you would consider modern day, like Austria, near German, like the German border, if that's even a thing. Like they're saying near the German border. I have no idea. Like it's been so long since I've looked at a map of Europe to even know what is what and where is what and where is where. And so if Germany and Austria are not on the same border, then it's on the more German side of Austria. I guess that's how they're laying this out. But to me, this feels like a very rich family that you were a part of, and he was a female in that life as well. So you are the daughter. This is like you're 16, 17 years old, about ready to marry this guy. I think you're still at home, though. You haven't left yet. And your friend in this life was a female in that life that was actually like a house servant or someone who lived with you guys and was about 14 years old. Her parents had died, and you guys took her in kind of as a, I won't even say it was a kindness, because that's not what your parents in that life were trying to do. They just wanted someone to do work for free, basically, for their room and board, and that was it. And he and you became really good friends, and your parents actually found out, and again, he was a she in that life. So you, as a 16-year-old, and her as a 14-year-old, were like soul sisters in that life and very close friends. And you were very sad that when you left, that you would never really get to see her, or like she would be just so lonely and alone and just destitute without you. And it really, and I think that is part of why in this life it's hard for him to just, let you go and just be on to the next and just never back, because you say he doesn't keep a lot of close relationships long term. But I think that he subconsciously can remember when you were leaving his, the home, and that safety of, you were the only person who knew his soul in that life, at least, up to that age. The Spirit's showing me that age range. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so they're actually showing me more now, and I love it. But what happened was you married your love and moved away. You were gone for about 2 years, and by that time, your friend was 16 years old, and you actually told your parents, I would love to move her in with me. You had a baby by that time, so you had, it was just one baby. It was very young, and you wanted help with the baby, and they're like, okay, sure. And she moved in with you to help take care of the baby, but really, you basically liberated her from being anyone's servant. She lived with you for a while because she, of course, really had no status in society, and again, she was still pretty young when she moved in with you, but it's like when she was 21, they're showing me, she was able to find a husband and had her own family eventually, but you guys remained really good friends, even though her social status was significantly lower than yours. But it's like you got her out of just being your parents' house slave forever and ever and ever, right? Wow. You work together now. Okay. Yeah, but I think that he just really feels almost indebted to you for what you did for him in that life. You liberated him from having to be at your parents and just doing everything for them until eternity. And he was, I think even in this life, he feels very grateful for even any bit of energy or effort you put his way. He feels very grateful for it. And I think sometimes, maybe ultimately, he just confuses that with a romantic interest. You know what I mean? But I think ultimately it's just this beautiful soul bond that the two of you have that maybe he is mistaking as romantic. Or maybe that's just a lesson you're here to learn in this life is, there's a weird romantic element to it where he has that feeling, but you don't, yet he's with someone, and it's a weird, complicated thing. So I think just bonds of friendship, bonds of, taking something the distance is kind of what you're working through in this life that you were working through in that life as well. Wow, that was an interesting lifetime they were showing us there. Wow. Yeah, strong attraction, his is deeper. Yeah, and to me, this isn't even like a romantic thing, like on your end. You may have entertained the thought, or like, well, he's not ugly, so like, I don't know, but it's more magnetic. It's like a soul attraction rather than a bodily attraction. It's like there's something deep within him that you can sense and you are attracted to magnetically. Because soul family. Yes, he's very good looking. Yeah. Which, it'd be undeniable. Be like, well, yeah, he's attractive, but like, I don't want to be with him in that way. But yeah, it's a soul thing. It's a soul thing. Hey, Sandy, welcome. I see your donation. Thank you so much, Sandy. We will get you on the list. So Jillian, it is your turn, your 2 questions, and then we have just Sandy. We'll be right after that. And then I'm taking a drink of my water. Welcome back, Lunar. I did not expect you to be here still. So we're happy to have you as long as we get you. Oh, you got a phone call, Burma? Well, take your time. I'm sure I'll still be here if you come back. Knowing me. All right, so Jillian will be next with her 2, and then we delete some of these older notifications that don't really go with what we're doing now. So Jillian, she's got her question. Yes, business questions. I would love guidance from my spirit team on my next one. Let's see, or programmatic offer. Question 1, any guidance on how to discover what this is? So, okay, let me reread this because maybe I'm reading this wrong. So I would love guidance from my spirit team on my next 1.1 or programmatic offer. I'm not exactly sure what that is. I don't think I've ever heard of that. So any guidance on how to discover what? Well, I don't need to know what it is for spirit to come on through. So let's just see. I might have a twist and turn trying to interpret what they're saying if I'm not sure exactly what this is, but let's just feel into this. What is this? So any guidance on how to discover what this is? Oh, 1 or 2 programs or questions. Okay. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. Okay. So any guidance on how to discover 1-to-1 or programs and courses? Okay. Whoa. Business questions. Love guidance from spirit. Okay. Victory. So your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. Wow. Left ear ringing again. So whatever it is you do desire, whatever it is you're feeling and really leaning toward, or your intuition is really peaking on, that's what's going to cause the victory, or where your victory will be. Because I think intuitively you already know what to do. Even if you don't know it yet or have seen it yet, when you do see it or know it, it'll just be like, yes, I got to go after this. I got to do this thing. So let's see. Anything else? Any guidance how to discover what this is? Okay. Well, we have here, interesting. It's like we've got romance and you have a bond with animals. So the Chantal card says, new romance is imminent, either with a newcomer or through reignited passion in your existing relationship. Be open to giving and receiving love. And this doesn't have to be geared toward a relationship per se. This could be the program that you are doing, or the one-on-one deal that you're doing, whichever one that you're figuring out. But you're going to have a victory. You're going to fall in love with whatever it is you go after. And I don't know if any of this has to do with animals or just your pets at all. But it says here you have a special bond with animals. Your pets on earth and in heaven are watched over by angels. So, you're getting ready for bed. I will be doing that when I'm done as well. But also on the back of the deck, you have the Indriel card, which is a powerful one to get in this deck. It says, you are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all its inhabitants, which really pairs well with this card here. Animals wanting to take care of the earth, or just make the earth a better place for yourself, for those you love, for those around you, for future generations. You're just wanting to leave a beautiful legacy. And I think you will have a victory in what it is you're trying to do. So it's like whatever confusion you have going on about, do I do this? Do I do that? Should I do this? Should I do that? You're going to figure it out, and you're going to be really excited about what conclusion you come to. And let's see anything else Spirit wants to give surrounding this. Anything else for Jillian's one-on-one guidance on how to do the one-on-one, or discovering what this is, either through the one-on-one or the programs or courses. Anything Spirit wants to let her know about this. Whoa. Interesting. We've got black kyanite, so set strong boundaries. So I think there are going to be certain things that maybe come across your radar that you're like, yeah, that's definitely not for me, definitely not going to do that. So it's going to be pretty obvious what is meant for you and what just doesn't resonate. You're going to be able to really discern and see through, yeah, I definitely don't think I want that, but oh, that one looks nice. I'm going to go after that. So there is victory, and you're going to be able to even, like, how do I put this into words, Spirit? What are you, it's like Spirit's laughing at me because if you're just joining us recently, I was saying earlier how it's hard for me to even form words or sentences. It's like I see what Spirit's showing me, but it's like, how do I put that into words? Like many of us here in the chat have been dealing with like brain fog and confusion and just like not being able to form real sentences. But what they're showing me with this, and I'm going to try to unpack this as eloquently as possible. What they're showing me is just you almost being able to avoid making certain mistakes that you've made in the past or that might still be there for you to make. It's like because you're using your intuition and really coming from this place of I want to serve humanity, I want to make a difference in this world. You're coming from a very like exalted position, energetically speaking, where you just want to create something beautiful on this earth and, you know, maybe make a few bucks in the process as well. There's nothing wrong with being able to support yourself because it's all about that energetic exchange. What you put out, you get back. And they're showing me you being able to avoid falling into pitfalls or going after something that later on you're going to like, yeah, not really feeling it. I'm going to completely pivot and go this direction now. I think you're going to be able to avoid some of that. Especially if you've kind of already been in that energy in the past or even recently, like, yeah, I've wasted a lot of time doing this and that when really I should have been doing this. Nothing's wasted. No time was wasted. You've learned beautiful and powerful lessons from things, but especially if you felt kind of scattered or not really sure what to do, that's changing. You're getting that victory. You're going to be able to see through this and find out exactly what's meant for you because like attracts like. That beautiful energy, that beautiful legacy you're wanting to leave, that beautiful light worker energy you're coming in with, you're going to be very passionate about what you do. You're going to be very caring and nurturing with those around you, and you're going to create a victory not only with the legacy you're leaving, the people you're helping, but also in your own life, you know, your own abundance, your own financial security. You're bringing this, you know, light to your finances even. As a result of you really following your heart and your intuition, you're going to be able to create that abundance that maybe have even up to this point been really hard for you to create. Almost like, you know, it's really hard to make money, or everything I do falls apart, or, you know, that kind of energy where you just feel like you can never do anything right. Like I've been there so many times myself. So I totally can feel this energy that Spirit's kind of putting on me with this. It feels very, very close to home, so to speak. I'm 39, and it's just 2 years ago now that I've been doing what I'm doing here. Even though I've been reading tarot since 1997, it's just something I've been doing like on a public platform for only 2 years. So for 37 other years, I spent my life doing all sorts of other things. You know, I was a professional photographer for years and doing that and just trying on different hats and seeing what would fit. Being a stay-at-home mom when my first son was born and here and around. I dropped a card, so we get it. Wow. So there's also, Jillian, a deceased loved one popping in to say hi, and this feels like a motherly, grandmotherly type of energy, feminine, beautiful feminine energy. I'm bringing you a message from your deceased loved ones. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. Wow. So, especially if you lost this person tragically, or you didn't realize, or they didn't realize, you thought they didn't realize that you were there. They realize now. Let's see. Okay. Let's get one more spirit message. Since this person wanted to come in and say hi, we're going to let them say what they want to say. Here it is. Wow, reach out. We know you're reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support is as much about physical act of accepting help we're offered as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that it's truly okay to accept support however it's presented to you. So, wow, Spirit that beautiful crossover loved one. Yes, I think so. I think so. She's reaching out to let you know she's working with you. She is with you. You can call on her for help and, you know, just general, just support, like love, just feeling her beautiful love. And then speaking of love, she's also on the back of the deck as I put everything away, self-love. So she's wanting to highlight you taking better care of yourself or just not being so hard on yourself, which is, you know, it's hard. We all do it. We've all been there, but just taking it easy on yourself as you go through what you need to do. So I hope that resonated for that part of your question. Bye, Lunar. Thanks again for helping. Appreciate you. Have a beautiful night. Okay, so second question. I would love guidance from my spirit team on my, we read that one. So question 2, is there a timing that's showing up for this? Okay, let's roll the dice and then maybe we'll get a card or 2 on this as well. Timing on the showing up for Jillian. Okay, we have 5. So I'm seeing this might take as long as 5 months. There it is. Let's get it in the light. There we are. It might take as long as 5 months, but I think well before that 5-month mark, you're going to have an idea of what's going on. So closer to probably 5 weeks, 5 weeks from now, you're going to have a handle on what you need to do. And then by 5 months out, you really have a handle on what you need to do and what's going on with it. Let's actually go to the tarot and get a couple words of advice or anything you need to know about the timing of this. All right. Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, Pentacles are the slowest moving of the whole suits in the tarot. Can I word tonight? Not really, but you guys are hanging with me, right? Normally I'm more eloquent than this. I try. But the good thing about the Ace of Pentacles is this is amazing opportunity, and not just an opportunity, but the opportunity for long-term success, long-term growth on whatever it is you're trying to create in your business, and not only business, but like in life in general. You're putting down some good roots that are going to last a long time. So yes, it might take up to 5 weeks to really start getting ideas and figuring all of this out. But by 5-month mark, you're going to have that seed planted and figured. So yeah, it might still seem like a far way out, but just when that next, step is illuminated, take the step, then take the step, then take the step, because it's leading you to something that is not just, gonna pay the bills for a while. I mean, this is long term. This is long-term stability if you take the action steps in the direction. Without taking those actions, this is just an opportunity being presented. But if you actually take the actions and listen to that beautiful guidance, I think your grandma, I saw a shadow. I think your grandma wants to help you with this. This is something, because you're her legacy, right? You're part of her legacy. So of course she cares and is invested in what you're trying to accomplish. Of course she's going to want to check in and maybe help here and there if she has a way to do it. So yeah, even call on your guides and angels for help as you create this. Let's get one more. Yeah, 10 of Wands. And I think this is kind of your current energy, just feeling overwhelmed, not really knowing even where to start, feeling stuck, or like, man, things are going to be changing, because this is shifting then to the Page of Wands, that inspiration. The next card in the suit here is the Page of Wands, inspiration, a new beginning, a much lighter load than what this person's dealing with. But sometimes you got to get a bunch of, energetically getting a bunch of things moved around and a bunch of those I's dotted and T's crossed before you can start something new and, plant that seed of new opportunity. So kind of dealing out, kind of closing out and tying up loose ends of old stuff is really going to help set the stage for this new beginning for you. So yay, Jillian! Nothing concerning here. Just take that next step when you see it. Take the next step when you see it. Take the next step when you see it. And you'll continue to move forward. And before you know it, you're well on your way to what it is you're doing. So it's amazing. All right. So love this. Thank you so much. One step at a time. Absolutely. You are so welcome. For sure. Okay, so up next, I think we have just Sandy. So Sandy, go ahead and post your question. And that is all the donations we have besides the 2 that I need to leave timestamps for. So if you were hoping to get a question answered before I sign off tonight, you can go ahead and send your donation probably in the next 5 or so minutes. Otherwise, I'm going to be checking on out very soon. Okay, so Sandy is trying to buy the house that she's in. Is there anything she can do? Okay, anything she needs to do, Spirit. Where are we going? Tarot? Yes, we're going to this deck. Okay. All right, for Sandy. Sandy's trying to buy the house she's in. Is there anything she needs to do? Okay, that's too many, they're saying, but the top one might be relevant. Yes, let's grab it. Anything else, Spirit? Sandy's trying to buy the house she's in. Is there anything she needs to do? Okay. Wow. So you've got 2 major arcana energies here. So I'm seeing with this is major transformation. So I'm seeing that this is not your only option. If you so chose, you could have another option, maybe 2, 3 other options. But if this is something you want, I think you're going to be able to get it, because look at the transformation that's involved here. It might take a little more time, a little more elbow grease to get this thing to work the way, instead of just signing the papers tomorrow and, okay, I'm the homeowner. I think it's going to take a little more time and investment than just that, because I think that there's Spirit's like that's easier said than done. So I don't know if there's something tied up legally with this house currently, or maybe you have money that's tied up into something that you need so that you can cash it out and then transfer the money and then have enough. There's something like that. Spirit's like it's kind of like status. It's complicated. Like it's a little bit complicated. But with this World card, what I'm seeing with this is there might be a little trip you're planning to take, or even if you just plan to take a little trip, even if it's just for a weekend or a day, if you can, at all possible, this trip would give you the clarity you need to figure out what exactly it is you need to do to get the ball rolling on this thing. Because I think it's taken already. I think you're already feeling like this is already taken too long. I just want to have my name on the place and be done with this. Have it be a thing in the past and just on my way to my future. But yeah, 5 of Wands. So there's like confusion, maybe confrontation, or just, again, things are kind of at a stalemate or a little bit tied up financially or legally maybe. They're like putting a line between financial and legal. I don't know if, I'm feeling like maybe the financial end is your part and then the legal end is the current homeowner's part. Or there's something that they need to do. I don't know. There's paperwork. And that's what I mean by legal, not like, oh, if they don't even own it. I don't mean it like that, but like legal, like paperwork that they need to do or they just haven't done. I don't know. There's something like that on their end. Let's clarify this 5 of Wands and just see what Sandy can do. What can Sandy do? Wow, Queen of Wands. So this is like the beautiful queen in the middle here as I drop it. So it's like the one in the middle, like you're going to be able to take action because the Queen of Wands is inspired. She's someone who takes action. She doesn't wait around for things to happen. So if there is an action you can take or something you can do to get the ball rolling even quicker on this thing, then do it. Take any actions you can take up till where you're kind of back at that stalemate again. But I think you even just inquiring with the homeowner or whatever it is that you've got going on, either them on the legal paperwork side or you on the financial side, making those phone calls, dotting those I's, crossing those T's, figuring out what you need to do for your next steps. So let's get one more word of advice for Sandy before, there's one other deck, Spirit's pointing kind of over here. Let's see, Sandy, anything about this home, anything she can do to get the ball rolling on the purchase of her home she's currently in. Okay, wow. So Spirit's wanting you to just surrender to the divine. Of course, you're taking action, you're doing your part, but also just knowing that Spirit has your back. Whatever's meant for you, Spirit will be along for the ride and help you. With this World card, again, you don't just have the option to buy this house. It's like there are other places that your energy would be beautifully supported if that's what you chose to do. and you could absolutely be able to purchase something else. So it's like with this world card, they're basically letting you know you have options. You don't need to settle for anything, because this queen right here settles for nothing. She gets the best, and the thing that she goes after, she gets it. So there's no settling here. So surrender to the divine and ask them for help. Ask your guides, angels, crossover loved ones, your spirit team. Ask them for help in this endeavor. If you've done everything you can on the physical plane, get them involved. I mean, I'm sure they're already helping you in some way, but get them involved as much as you can. Let's see what else is coming for Sandy. And then I now see the deck we need to go to. Emotions are running high. So especially with this surrender card here as well, you may just have an emotional connection to this place, and you're just really hoping everything just goes smoothly. And it's like an emotional, it's like, man, this is really affecting my health. Like Spirit's just saying, maybe you've said that, or maybe you feel like, man, this is giving me heart palpitations just thinking about all this. So it's like, it's a lot of work for you think, oh, I could just sign the papers and pay the bill, and there we are. But there's more, more involved. It could even be a bank or some sort of lending, like a lending, what do they call them? I don't know. Like a lender involved that you're waiting to hear back, or maybe the other, the homeowner is still trying to decide a price or something with the financial part of this. The Spirit's not being very clear and forthcoming about. That's kind of tied up or at a stalemate, or maybe the price isn't decided, or maybe you've gone back and forth on the price a few times. But standing your ground, taking all the actions you can take, really is all you can do in this case. But of course, asking Spirit for help can really get the ball rolling even more. Found the other deck we're going to, so let's go to it. Anything else that Sandy can do to be able to purchase this home she's currently in? Okay, so say yes. I just heard say yes to the dress. I know that's a TV show, which I've never watched, but I just heard it. And normally this would be like, oh, say yes, like a wedding. This is something in your best interest. This place really does feel like it serves your emotional contentment. I think you do really well here. So if this is waiting for you to figure something out, just say yes. Take the plunge, take the leap, do the thing. Let's get one more for Sandy. On the back of the deck, I just saw stick with it. That was another one, stick with it. And then also that 35 there, that adds up to an 8, which is about taking action and having those finances you're going to need to be able to make the purchase. So I think that if the financial aspect of this is tied up in some way, you're going to be able to figure it out. Wow. So we also have detox coming in hot. So the 49 adds up to 13, which adds up to 4. So there's that support, there's that stability, Spirit coming in to help. So again, this goes back to your physical vessel, because that is your first home. That's the home you take into every other home that you live in, is your physical vessel. So maybe detoxing your body from, just the stuff that isn't so good for your body. And I know it's like, well, what does this have to do with buying a house? It's weird. It's complicated. Things are, when we take care of our physical vessel, we can really see a lot of beauty in our outer world, because as within, so without. When we clean up our messes on the inside, on the outside, things are much more clear, clean, and ready, hot, delivered on plate. That's what I just saw. So, whatever this means for you, detoxing, getting healthy, this will really help aid the crusade of getting this beautiful home and being able to have it as your own and not just be the renter there. So, yeah. I think you're doing what you can, and continue to do what you can. When the next step is available, take it. And again, you may just be waiting to hear back from other lending institutions. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Thank you. Lending institutions, banks, yes, financial lending institutions. But this is a pretty peaceful 5 of Wands, because in the regular depiction of this in the Rider-Waite Tarot, they're very in battle. Wands are hitting other wands. They're very embroiled in battle. This looks very calm and peaceful. So, yeah. So I think you're going to be good. This makes sense. This does make sense. Okay, cool. I'm glad, because Spirit was kind of on a runaway train with this one, and I'm like, what are you trying to say to me? I don't know. Yeah, I think things are gonna go well. Let's just get one from the Answers Simple deck. Anything else Sandy needs to know? All right. Okay. So say no to the things that insult your soul, I just heard. Say no to the things that, you know, make you all emotional and all up in your feels, because when you get really stressed out, it's not good for your body as well. So say no to those things that are stressful. If the amount that's being decided upon is too much, I think they're just, if okay, so Spirit's showing, like, if you keep going back and forth about the price, or, you know, some repairs that need made around the place before you can settle on said price, basically don't cave. With that no, it's like, take no less than what you know you deserve, is that amazing Queen of Wands that we had going on. So if there's repairs that need done that are kind of wrapped up in the price of this thing, make sure that they are delivering on their end, and making sure you stand up for yourself if that's the case. All right. So I hope that resonated, Sandy. Thanks again for your lovely donation. It's always good to see you here. All right. I put that one in the spot. Nope, here it is. This goes here. All right, so let me just double check our list. Yep, Sandy was our last one, so I think I'm going to put these away, and then I will timestamp for Earthy Deva and Vicky Downey's questions, which they will be over in my email. And if while I am working on these, anyone else has showed up to get a question answered, I'm only going to be taking maybe one more donation if that's the case. Otherwise, I'm going to be jetting out of here so I can go to bed at a decent hour. You're so welcome, Sandy. Thanks again. So let me get a pen and paper for these timestamps that I need to make for these two lovely ladies. Okay. All right. So Earthy Deva, and we're going to timestamp 2/11/11 for Earthy Deva. Okay, so her question will be over in my email from PayPal. This is easier than logging in PayPal. All right, I'm getting over there. That is a bright screen all of a sudden. Okay, let me go to the right email inbox here. Back to earlier today. Okay, hi Amanda. I'm sorry I won't be able to be at your live. Still, I hope you can see the donation and request for a reading. My question is, how can I feel better in the place and city where I currently live? Thank you. Absolutely. Let's dive into this. Let me bring my screen back up. Okay. How can Anna? How did she word that? She worded it so well. Feel better in the place and city where she currently lives. That's what we're asking. Okay. So how can Anna feel better in the place and city she currently lives in? Any advice from Spirit for Anna? Here we are. Yes, we have here the Page of Wands, and I shuffled that upside down. So this is, it's like, I just heard happiness is an inside job. So you can be anywhere your little heart desires on this whole planet or beyond. And if you're not happy within, you won't be happy there. You might think for a while you're happy there, but again, if there's stuff going on the inside, it'll show up eventually. Even if you feel, oh, I'm happy here. We can't run away from ourselves is basically what Spirit's saying. But with this card, this is amazing news here, because you're feeling more inspired with like artistic things you're doing. They're showing me like the third house of like a zodiac wheel, right? The third house, which will represent your creative projects, things you do with your hands, writing. Oh, Sandy donated for another question. Awesome, Sandy, thank you so much. We will put you on the list right after Anna. But yes, also siblings, younger siblings especially, are third house related. Like short distance travel kind of in or around your city, maybe the suburbs or kind of the countryside of the city. These things, you're gaining more passion in these areas. Maybe creative endeavors, things that you want to put your name on, so to speak, or your creative stamp. Let's see. What else for Anna? How can she be happy in the place and city she's currently in? Wow. So you are exactly where you need to be right now. And I know, especially if you're someone who wants to get out of the place that you're in, I'm right there with you. Not like I'm desperately wanting to be out of the place I'm in, but I just want my property and I want to be able to have, more expanse around me and not neighbor and then neighbor like what I currently have. But you are exactly, and just like I know me too, I'm exactly where I need to be right now, and so are you, because there is more of your spiritual awakening that's coming online as a result of you being exactly where you are right now. This place you're in is perfect for your awakening, for your spiritual leveling up that I'm always talking about here. You're leveling up to something new as far as bringing more light and really understanding your purpose and being inspired. Because where you're at is a really inspirational place for you. You just may have forgotten it. So Spirit, with that whole third house thing, maybe taking a little trip around your neighborhood or around your city, but go to all new places, go into new stores or walk down new streets, try new restaurants, even if this is even a thing you can do right now. I know different parts of the world are lockdown here, lockdown there. So if that doesn't resonate, maybe just taking a virtual tour of your city online, I don't know. But if you can physically get out in your city, just try new things, experience new things, meet new people if you can. That will really help reignite that passion, that inspiration that you may feel is lacking right now. But also just facing and bringing on more of your spiritual side, facing, the shadow parts of yourself, doing the healing work. This can really help you tap more into that beautiful inspiration. We also have the Nine of Wands. So if you're almost to the finish line, don't give up. That's what I see here. Even if you had planned to leave the area or go somewhere else, I think what it really boils down to is you don't really know 100% what your next steps are, or even what you want your future to look like explicitly. Like you don't have, down to the T of what exactly you want in your future. But don't give up, because you're so close to this and this. You're so close. So keep doing whatever you're inspired to do. Keep following your intuition. And oh no, it's not too late. No, I'm still going. So go ahead. I'll still be here for at least probably another 20, 25 minutes or so if I have to estimate. Yeah. So again, it might not feel 100% happy exactly where you're at, but I think you're going to make the most of it. But I think there is maybe just this healing or just slightly more depressive or darker time that you've been in lately that you're about to come out of. Because look, she's about ready to take that last leap. I always call this the Olympic athlete card. It's like you've trained for this. You've put in all that work and effort, and you're exactly where you need to be, because very soon you won't have to be exactly where you are anymore, very soon. And then maybe later in the future, you will look back on these times and be like, wow, that was such a transformational time for me. So, I just heard this too shall pass. So the good things pass away, the bad things pass away. Time is ever moving forward. The only constant is change. So realizing that things are changing, it just may not look like things are changing or shifting or exciting right now, but very soon you will see things looking up for you. So I hope that resonated, brought you some guidance. All right, so that was Earthy Deva's question. So now we can get into Sandy's next question, and then get to Lekka. You will be right after Sandy. So get your names on here. Go the right way. There we go. That is our current list. Losing my voice a little bit. Been talking too long. Okay. Ryan is living with me right now, and it feels very good. What does Spirit say about him in my life? Well, it's interesting. Remember when I just said I better spell this right? I was writing Get to Lekka Ray, but I accidentally wrote Ryan because my husband's name is Ryan, And when I have the letters R, A, and Y, I just automatically write Ryan. So I think that was a good sign that this is good. This is a good energetic match because I think you guys are soul family members. You've been in many lives together, and you just feel really comfortable. There's this very funny back and forth, give and take. He feels like family. Like spirit's like he feels like a brother, yet a son, yet a father, all in one. Like that's the energy he brings to the table because you can sense that he is an old soul. Even if he's younger, like he feels like an old soul, but yet a brother, but yet a son, yet a father, like all wrapped up into one. So let's just feel into this. Yes, but you do feel that it is good, that he feels good being there. So that's awesome. But let's just see what Spirit says about having him in your life. All right, yeah, the wheel. It's like he brings fresh new perspective, fresh new energy, exciting, young, passionate energy. That number 10 is all about a new beginning as well. So this to me feels like just him, like Spirit's like you took a chance on him. You didn't know him as well as you do now, obviously, but you took a chance on him and you won. You went with the right choice by allowing him to move in and, having this kind of roommate / friendship / family ship with him, however you want to put that. He just feels like good energy for sure. But let's just see what else does Spirit want Sandy to know about having Ryan in her life. Okay. Wow. Yeah. So Knight of Swords. So like he's like, it's like you're thinking, well, I should do this. I should do that. And he's like, I'm on it. I'll do it. Let's get this going. Let's start right now. You're like, well, it's 9 o'clock at night. How can we get started on it? He's like, let's do it. I'm here. I'm game. We'll just get some coffee. Let's just make this a whole thing. Like he's very quick on his feet, very funny. Like I'm just seeing this just young, fresh energy because with the Knight, this is a younger energy. Yeah, you say he is 33 and I'm 71 and he calls me his best friend. See, that's beautiful. That's an amazing connection. And yes, he just brings this swift. It's like nothing can be going on. Everything's chill. And then all of a sudden there's excitement because he's like, yeah, let's just do this thing. And this is someone who's very hilarious. Like this is someone who's quick on their feet, quick thinking, can say the most random / funny things that just probably is like Sandy's getting the ab workout of a lifetime laughing because it's so funny and just, it feels good. It's just feel good energy because laughter really is the best medicine. Let's see what else. But yeah, I mean, really, this is just enhancing your life and bringing a lot of beautiful light into your life. Yeah, victory. He makes you feel like a shining star on stage and you make him feel the same way as well. But this is a victory card. It's like you guys even kind of fluff up each other's egos. Like, yeah, you're the man. Yeah, you're the woman, Sandy. Like, it's just like you're each other's best friends / like best cheerleaders. Like you really are cheerleaders in each other's lives. And, I'm really drawn to this wreath here. Now I got chills. It's like the relationship that you guys have. This just is another notch on the belt of the amazing timeline of other lifetimes you've had together where you support each other, you help each other, you help each other grow. And this is a fun lifetime because there's been lifetimes I've seen in the past where maybe you guys kind of had to play the bad guy in each other's life because you're such great friends on the other side that sometimes it's like you got to kind of take one for the team to play the bad guy to really help each other grow. But you don't have to do that in this life because I think the life you had right before this together, I'm actually seeing, Sandy, where you were the man and he was a woman. You guys were actually neighbors in that life and you couldn't stand each other. You were neighbors for years and years and years and years and years in that life. And it's like you did everything you could to just piss each other off in that life. You really tested each other. And your souls, like from that soul perspective, you could see how you were teaching each other to work through those ego issues. Even if you doubled down on your, like, I'm putting my garden hose right here and I don't care what he has to say about it or what she has to say about it. But in this life, it's so much better. It's so much different. You can play, the good guys, not the bad guys. But yeah, this this is good. It's good to have, he's a lucky charm for you too, because not only do you have victory, but you have the luck card, the wheel of fortune. So life started really looking up for you when he moved in, because just having him in the presence brings more finances to you. Even if he's not giving you money, you're not giving him money, just his energy mixed with your energy in the same home, like, creates a spark to be able to bring more abundance in. And I think he's really attracted to the energy of the puppies and the dogs. Like, he really thrives, and he's like a good kind of like puppy parent, puppy big brother kind of energy. Like, he brings beautiful energy to the animals as well. He's just all around a good person and just good energy to be having in your home, you know. And I think this can be a long-term thing, because to me, this is his energy. It's like he's grown up. He's really grown up. And you've been a beautiful influence. And there's the chills again. Yes, you've been a beautiful influence in his life, but vice versa. Like, I think he's had just as much impact on your life as you have on him. And on the back of the deck here, there may have been a woman in his life, a water sign. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Doesn't have to be her sun sign, but her moon, her ascendant, her any prominent placements within a water that broke his heart in the past. And maybe he confides in you about the breakup or the ending of that relationship, just how hard it was. And look, the Seven of Wands, you really helped him see, especially if he was cheated on, because this is the deception card. No, that's the Seven of Wands. Seven Swords, Seven of Wands. This is him having to feel like he had to stand up for his beliefs around this ex, this woman in his life. They're really presenting this as an ex-girlfriend or an ex-wife, maybe. But it could even been his mom. And maybe there was a lot about this ex that felt like she tried to be his mom or change him, where he had to stand up and be like, no, I know what's right for me. I'm going to do this. You do what you do. I do what I do. But you really help him feel like he doesn't have to be anyone but himself. And by you letting him be who he is, it's really helping him grow into who he's becoming, if that makes sense. Yeah, you guys are just good for each other. Good energy, and beautiful. You're nailing it. Wow, you're right on. Oh, his mom and sister. Okay, that could be, yeah. I'm picking up on just like nagging energy, just someone who just thinks they know better than him, and it's not true. Yeah, because he Page of Cups, like he does things way differently. Like, I'm seeing like he's way more rough around the edges than like his mom and sister. Like, he's kind of like almost black sheep of the family, or like polar opposites to the way that they present. I don't know if they're really religious and he's just not, or something about belief systems though, because he almost feels like he has to defend or like justify the choices he makes in his life. But I think you really help him see that he doesn't have to say ish to anyone. He can just be himself and not have to explain himself whatsoever. So you're such a good influence in just helping him be who he is without having to apologize. So yeah, wow, powerful. You're helping each other, so that's beautiful. All right. Thank you again, Sandy, for your lovely donation, but I hope that resonated. Sounds like it did. Yeah, beautiful energy. He's a fun, I want to hang out with him. I want to laugh like that. I'm just seeing lots of laughing, maybe even games around a table. I don't know if you guys play cards, because we did have the Wheel of Fortune with the dice. I don't know if you guys play some sort of game with dice or cards. Or if you don't, maybe that's something fun, another fun thing you guys can do just for fun and entertainment. It'd be real fun. Kind of reminds me almost of like me hanging out with my grandma playing Yahtzee and just laughing. I mean, we laughed about everything. So fun. And for many years, I considered my grandma my best friend. So, all right. So get to Leka. I think you had already posted your questions over here. Oh, you're starting a channel together. See, that's so fun. That is like sitting around playing games, having a good time. Yeah, especially if you guys can just really let your personalities shine, I think that's going to be something fun. And maybe with that King of Pentacles, maybe you're going to be able to like have it go viral in some way where you're actually making some good money from the channel because people love the two of you together. The energy is just so funny and fun and just inviting. It's just an inviting feeling. I love it. Let us know because I will definitely subscribe and be watching and hanging out for sure. All right, Get to Like a Ray says, what is coming up the month of September? Who am I transforming into as a person? Beautiful. I love that. I love the way you worded that. It's so pretty. Okay. Let's find out. Whoa. Okay, wow. 6 of Swords. So you really are moving away from something that felt limiting or kind of keeping you stuck. And this to me doesn't feel like work. This is something spiritual or just in your day-to-day life where you kind of felt held back or like you weren't progressing spiritually. I think something's going to happen that you're moving in a new direction with your spiritual practice. You're deepening it. Maybe you're shifting your schedule or changing the way that you operate in your spiritual practice. And what I see with it is maybe you're going online and finding meditations or maybe even doing something online or researching something about spirituality online that's actually going to really help you bring more of your light online. We also have, wow, interesting energy here. 5 of Pentacles and 5 of Cups. Both of these are like changes, shifts, leaving one version of yourself behind because you're stepping into a new version. You're leaving that old version behind, stepping into a new version. And of course, with the 5 of Cups, the takeaway is to focus on the 2 cups that are still upright, that beautiful connection to your higher self, because we're talking more spiritual based. You really leaning into the light that you know, the beautiful vibration and feeling that you get from your inner self, really leaning into that. And maybe even some of the old ways that you've operated in your spiritual practice that just aren't working, or maybe you're like, I don't feel very connected, something along those lines is shifting for you. You're no longer feeling kind of edged out, like all your spirit teams up here and you're kind of out here, out of the inner circle. This is changing for you because you're feeling more involved or you're feeling more of a connection to these guides. Maybe you're getting more clear communication through those guides as well. Well, that's a lot to fall down. Too many, but I did see the Ace of Cups in there and also the Ace of Pentacles on the back of the deck. So new opportunities coming in to replace that old version of yourself. There's more of your light coming online for sure. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So we also have, wow. Yes, the Strength card. And this is all about inner strength, really, going within and finding the light. You're finding that light and you're shining it on the external because look, these little balloons here. This is pretty rare. This doesn't happen all the time because they have to conserve all this water out in the desert to be able to bloom and do that. But look, also the sun. Look at that. So the sun is, look, the sun is breaking through the clouds out here in the horizon. You're going in the direction where you're feeling more connected to your guides. You're getting more direct communication. So wow, that's powerful. Especially if it's hard for you to feel like you get communication through meditation or just from spirit in general. Maybe you just kind of feel like maybe you're getting like angel communication, like angel numbers and, synchronicities. Maybe you're getting a lot of communication in that way, but you don't feel like you're getting that direct, like what you maybe would assume that I get, or someone else you watch online, or someone in your life. But you're feeling more in tune with your own inner guidance. I'm becoming assertive nowadays, and not to hurt others, but to be clear. Yeah, that's good. Let's get one on that. Let's just see about you just being more, assertive and authentic, because the word authentic keeps coming up for you. Yeah, that's that King of Wands. That's someone who's taking on that leadership role. Not afraid to speak their truth and slink away. You're being more assertive and you're really becoming a leader in your own inner circle. You're becoming a leader at work, in your own spiritual practice. You're stepping more into this leadership role, and it's inspiring not just you, but also other people. Yeah, you see those repeating numbers? Yes, absolutely. Okay, so for your second question, who is Swami? I will totally butcher this name. Oh my goodness. So Swami Avdeshanand Guriji Maharaj? Oh man, Spirit knows exactly who that is. So even though I butchered the name, I'm sure Spirit knows who you're referring to. So who is this person on soul level? Wow. So this is someone who is a messenger from Spirit. This is somebody who is very connected to Spirit, somebody who knows their soul, like more than your average person. Tongue twister, but I love the way you pronounced it. Awesome. Yeah, this person definitely knows what's up on a spiritual level. They're very tuned in beyond this veil for sure. Let's just see what else is coming through. Who are they on a soul level? Because that's kind of tapping into who they are on a more mundane level here in the world. He sparked a spiritual thirst in me for the first time in 2006 and 2007. Wow. Wow. Yeah, look at that. That revelation. He turned that light on in your head. And it's not that he did it or anything. Hello, Robin. Welcome. Hello, Olive. Welcome to the chat. It's not like he was the one that physically went in and turned that on. But of course, things that other people can say can spark that and bring that inner revelation. Because this is the unmarked trail. This probably really inspired you to go in a more spiritual way or in a more spiritual direction than you had at the time. And the number 57 here adds up to 12, which adds up to 3, which is all about collaboration. So it's something he said mixed with your own higher self coming online that is bringing about this beautiful awakening within you. So on a soul level, let's see, let's really feel into this. I think this is a soul that doesn't like to come down here that much, doesn't like to incarnate much, because this is such a powerful soul on the other side that it, like the universe, the world can only take so much of that light, because until this incarnation, I mean, I'm seeing only 3 other, they're only kind of putting like little dots on a map of like time. They're not really illuminating what these dots are, but they're saying like 3 other times since the earth has been the earth, basically, that this person has incarnated in a human body to, help others awaken, because this person has always been awakened from a young age, or even if they got awakened in this life in a later time, they're almost just operating from past life knowledge and of course their soul knowledge. So this is a very highly advanced soul. They just showed me 12th dimension. I don't know exactly where that is, but yeah, dances on 1 foot, balancing act. So we've got here the number 9. I think this is one of, at least according to the plan right now, one of this person's last, he was Santa's at a very young age. Okay, so he said he remembered earlier lives in childhood. Yeah, awakened from a very young age. He was a Santa's at a very young age. Yeah, so what I see with this balancing act, I think it's hard because this person is so enlightened compared to your average person. It's hard for this person to be sannyasi. Oh man, I'm probably butchering that as well. Spirit knows exactly what that means though, so it's okay if I don't say it right. It's hard for this person to be here because of course the vibration is so low here compared to 12th dimension or wherever this person is from. This person is what we would maybe consider like an ascended master on the other side. So this is a fractal of what we would consider that ascended master. They're showing me Sanat Kumari. Let's see. That's not a name that I know a lot about, but I know that person is in one of these decks here down somewhere. Let's see if I can find that card, because they're showing me this person is a fractal or an aspect of that soul. So let's see. I will find it, and that's what we're going to roll with. Oh, my dog is, yeah, here we are. Sunat Kumara, there we go. Light activation. So this is the card. This is the person, the ascended master. I'm not sure you consider this person ascended master. I'm not sure. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. And that's exactly what's going on with this person. That internal guidance has been turned on from a very young age. It's coming through loud and clear. This person is an aspect of, he is head saint of a spiritual group. Yeah. And interesting, Sanat is kind of almost like you had set up there accidentally, Santas. Interesting. But maybe look into this person, and you will get more information about, that aspect of who they are as the saint here, head of that spiritual group. That's so cool. But yeah, very high dimension, very high vibration. Just looking to bring more light onto this planet right now, and it's needed. So we're here for it. It's amazing. Thanks again for your donation and your wonderful question. I always love to hear or to learn more about these amazing the Swami that you're talking about, and the other lady that Banerjee, something like that. Wow. Okay, so let's see. I think that was our last donation. So I am going to wrap up with the question that Vicky Downey had. So we are 24012, 24012 timestamp for Vicky, and I'm gonna go over to my email for her question. Okay. So, may I please ask Spirit for some insight into my love life? I have a date on Friday, but I already intuitively know that this guy is not my soulmate. Would greatly appreciate some guidance. Thank you. If possible, can you please timestamp? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. I just have to remember before I leave and go to bed that I will then type these out in a comment. Oh yeah, Mamta Banerjee. Yes, you are very sweet. Oh, thank you. So are you, my dear. Uh-oh, I got a teddy bear in here and my son wants it. My husband just texted me. So I'm going to go run that out real quick. Vicky, yes, we've already time-stamped her, but I might clean this up and give her a different time stamp. I'll be right back, you guys. I'm going to run this downstairs real quick. Be right back. I guess I'll hear all about it later. I might leave this open. It's hot. I only have one more question left. Well, apparently they just got home. It's like almost 10 o'clock here. That's interesting. Okay, I'm going to re-timestamp Vicky's question at 2:42. Right on the nose. How about that? Okay, we will delete the first one so she's not sitting here for 2 minutes waiting for me to answer her question. And thank you all for hanging out with us while we do this. Okay, where are we going for Vicky? Okay, so she feels that this person is not her soulmate. I want to reword the question. We already read it. I gave you a new timestamp, Vicky, so you weren't sitting there waiting for 2 minutes. Okay, let me go. Okay, so she has a date on Friday. Already knows this person is not her soulmate. Would greatly appreciate some guidance. Okay, guidance. Okay, innocence. Okay, so I think this, at the very least, this can be a fun, connection that, could become a friendship. If it doesn't go anywhere romantically, this could just be a friendship that you are cultivating. This person, I think has a good heart. I think this person wants to have a good time and hang out and just get to know you. I don't see that there's big expectations on this person's end already or anything like that. But yeah, okay, so you may have some interesting spiritual things that you have in common which might be different for you because maybe you're not used to talking about spiritual topics. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you're talking about spiritual things, or you find out that, with religious factors, maybe he grew up in a really religious home, and maybe you guys talk about that on the date. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's tap into this actual date. Just anything Spirit wants me to know. I'm gonna reword. Oh, hi Wrigley. You want to come say hi real quick? I'm gonna reword the question. Any guidance from Spirit, basically. Okay. There you are. Say hi. Hello. They just got home and it's very late. I'll probably be down to tuck you in about 5 minutes. Well, I can still tuck you in too. All right, for Vicky, any guidance on this date, or just anything she needs to know, anything Spirit wants to bring up? Okay, yeah, that's exactly you. I think you've already tapped into it. Oh, now Piggy's in here. Hi, Walt. You okay? How you doing? You're just kind of bored a little bit, I think. This is kind of the apathetic card. Hi, Wrigley. I think this could be something. I mean, with this Ace of Cups here, that's new love. This is being offered, something emotionally fulfilling. But I think you've kind of just already decided that, yeah, this probably isn't for me, which is okay, which is totally okay. But again, this could be a friendship. But I think, just kind of like bored, like you're still just wanting and wishing that this person could be your soulmate so that you could have that beautiful connection. Let's get one more. One more for Vicky. This date, any guidance from Spirit? Yeah, so I don't know if you know his sign. It could be an earth sign, especially Leo. Sorry, not earth sign, fire sign, especially Leo. But Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius are the fire signs. But with this, I really do see that, he may be a little too, like, forthcoming or, like, overbearing with his words, or, maybe he's saying things that are a little deeper than you were expecting, but he's coming from an innocent place. Like, he's not trying to say things to trigger you or to get a rise out of you in any way. It's just like he's just innocently kind of bumbling through. I think he's very nervous, which is interesting, kind of flies in the face of your regular King of Wands, who's very sure of themselves, very confident, very almost ego-driven at times, not always. But you're really, again, you already kind of know this isn't a soulmate connection, and you're just kind of, we'll have fun on the date, but I don't know that this will go anywhere besides maybe friendship ultimately for you. But, have fun on the date. That Spirit wants you to have fun. Let your hair down, hang out, do what you do, and just have some fun, because I think that would be fun for you to just, feel pretty, feel fun, feel excited for, a few hours. That'll be good for you, very least. So, Vicky, I hope that resonated, but, keep an open mind. I think at the very least you might make a new friend, All right. So that is going to conclude our live stream tonight, and I just dropped cards. There we go. I will see you guys not this Saturday, but on next Wednesday. So it's going to be a whole week, unless somehow, some way I get time on Sunday, which I don't anticipate actually happening. I have 2 personal readings I'm doing on Zoom that day, so I'll probably be pretty spent after that. So yes, I think Wednesday will be your next best bet to catch me live again, and then that next Saturday, hopefully, maybe. Yeah, but I am definitely gonna have to go. It's late. Gotta tuck the kids in. Already thought they were in bed, but they just got home. They went somewhere and did something, so they had an adventure without me. Darn it. Oh well. But I love you guys. Hope to see you again next Wednesday or tomorrow. Finally, yes, on my other channel, I do have a new pick a card going live at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, and it is a message from your higher self. And we went kind of deep with those. Lots of facing some inner stuff coming out, and good news coming out as well. So check that out tomorrow on my main channel, which is the very first thing linked in the description below. But other than that, I just want to say thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative Live next Wednesday, or maybe next Saturday as well. So I hope to see you then. Have a beautiful rest of your day, night, afternoon, whatever time it is where you're at. And I will see you later. Bye.